Did you miss me? Yeah. Alright. It reminded me of that Mary J. Blige like, fine, ooh. But yeah, outside of that fucking hideous ass high note I just hit, and I got sunscreen on my face, like I goddamn been rolling in the fucking Breaking Bad episode and shit. People like, Walter, when are we gonna get out the house? I'm hungry. I want some pizza. So we can't have it. Just enjoy this 8-ball. Here, take it. No, but I want to stay sober. Anyway, like one of them, the hell I got on my face. I'm like I goddamn trying to do a reboot of Ace Ventura. You remember the second one when nature calls? I like the first one was passable. The second one was whatever. But anyway, welcome back now. Where's the piano? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't fucking feel like it. It's really that goddamn simple why you play the piano today. I don't fucking feel like it. Now, as far as yesterday went, I was actually gonna go today. I was gonna stream like I would have normally done. I'm gonna be honest with you. What the fuck, y'all? Yeah, honestly, there was shit that required my attention, like family emergencies and shit like that I had to kind of be away from here. But I did eventually actually wanted to go yesterday. It didn't happen. So as far as piano's concerned, we're taking a break today. I generally don't feel like playing piano. Okay, but I will get back on it tomorrow, and we'll do what the fuck we're supposed to do. I just want to react and talk shit all day for how much time we have, which is about like maybe an hour and change. I just want to talk shit all fucking day, the whole goddamn stream. Talk shit and react. So there is a few instances that I want to talk about. First off, now you know when I respected Bryce Huff because he was doing something off the field that I had to give him his respect, his just due. So he decides to get on a fucking podcast, and all the respect and the just due that I gave him, because here's the thing, I was, pause what I'm about to say, we all were hard, pause, on Bryce Huff, right? We all were like, really like, whatever. I was about to say really drilling, but like, that shit, that's a major Ayo. Nigga, that's more Ayo than the person that was on AN1 and shit. But anyway, outside of that whack-ass, half-ass joke. So first off, it's your boy Bruce Leroy once again. Follow me another stream. TikTok, I'm on. It's Bruce Leroy BIH. Follow BIH. Follow me on Twitch. I'm Bruce Leroy BIH. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am Bruce Leroy. Okay. All right. All right. So, getting the follows out the way. Getting the follows. Follow me. Yeah. So get the follows out the way. You feel me? What the fuck was I trying to say? Who was I trying to say? I don't remember. I don't know. But nah, real shit. So Bryce Huff, Bryce Huff, whatever this nigga name is, he decides to go on a podcast. Now, we know how his tenure ended in Philly. I mean, what's understood don't need to be explained. How we took a gamble on a guy, not because of such things that he done, but rather potential. And it bit us in the ass and took some of our salary cap. So with that being said, we are going to go to the clip that shout out to Eagles Al. So he went on this fucking podcast. I don't know what podcast it is. I'm not really going to watch. We'll just watch this little ass clip.
And this is what he had to say about the fans. And
shout out to Eagles Al, though. Run. I mean, yeah.
But I guess what you're really alluding to is, and really debunking it, is like us fans, like there's just so much more behind the scenes.
I mean, for the fans, especially like Philly having that, they like take pride in going after people.
So they're assholes.
Yeah,
they take pride in being assholes.
For sure. But I mean, behind the scenes, things definitely do get a bit more intricate. But
it seems like how do you feel about having that super ring? Because obviously you were inactive during that game, but how does that feel to even have a super ring that, in a way, you didn't get to really contribute to?
I mean, it was a cool experience, but like for me, like going through that, the situation that I did, and like not being up for that game.
Yeah.
I just like it doesn't mean too much to me. It's cool to have, like it's cool to say like I was part of a Super Bowl winning team, but like I didn't play. Like I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like, and I didn't play for the second half of the season. You know, and the way that went down, like me finding out that I wasn't playing, I lost.
What is more likely that you're running to?
Us, dog. And this is what you had to say.
My bad, yo. I was trying to goddamn. I don't know what the fuck they put on this goddamn mouse. I'm trying to clear that motherfucker real quick. My mistake, y'all. My bad. My apologies. My bad.
About the fans and
Feel to even have a Super ring that
It's cool to have like that. What like the situation that I did and like not being up for that game.
Yeah.
I just like it doesn't mean too much to me. It's cool to have, like it's cool to say like I was part of a Super Bowl winning team, but like I didn't play. Like I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like, and I didn't play for the second half of the season. You know, and the way that went down, like me finding out that I wasn't playing, I lost so much respect for the people involved in that. So, but it is what it is.
Well, we'll put aside the Eagles talk and talk about
we assholes.
What is more likely?
Okay. So let me address Bryce Huff because the gloves is now off. I'm not going to be disrespectful, but I'm going to say what the fuck. I'm going to say what the fuck it is. You are ass. You are ass. You are ass. You a diarrhea fucking ass. You are a rotational prayer. Rotational player. Excuse me. You're a rotational player that we paid like you couldn't even fucking tie Hassan Reddick's shoelaces when he was here. Dog, everything that happened to you and your career here in Philly and how your career ended is 100% your fault. It's not like a fucking law firm commercial about like car accidents and shit. But anyway, it's your fault. Everything that transpired that happened negatively over your career is your fault. You decided to go on. Nobody put a gun in your head to say join the fucking Philadelphia Eagles. You decided to. You knew what the expectations was based upon how much you got paid and what type of team that we had assembled. We had Super Bowl aspirations. You basically got a fucking ring for free because you didn't do shit. You were a rotational why do I keep saying rotational player? You're a rotational player. At best, a rotational player. You're not a 3-down lineman. And here's the thing, right? You went to Philly. You knew what the expectation was in Philly. You've been in the NFL for a minute, so you know how Philadelphia fans can get. You understand the expectations of receiving that amount of money, the position you were playing, the role that you were asked to play, because the other person before you was playing at an all-pro level, and maybe had he stayed here, he could have been a Hall of Famer. Okay? You had big shoes to fill that you couldn't even you couldn't even lace them bitches up. Fuck putting them on. You couldn't even lace the motherfuckers up. You couldn't even take them out the fucking shoebox. You're ass. And that's okay. But what's not okay is you getting on this fucking podcast and blaming every fucking body, blaming the fans for being too hard on you, and fans are your bitch and you fucking trash, nigga. You trash. It's that simple. Fangio's job, or any defensive coordinator, any coach's job, is not to do what's in the best interest of you. It's to do what's in the best interest of the team. You decided to go on a team with high expectations, accept a lot of money. Like, what the fuck you think we were paying you to do? Cheerlead? Be our moral support system? Be our fucking a fucking life coach? Was that what you thought you got all that money for? No, you're there to rush the passer at an elite level. The fuck are you talking? The lack of accountability is astounding to me. And I was gonna let you live because you were doing some. Yeah, I heard you doing some positive work off the field. But now you say some dumbass shit talking about Philly fans are assholes and all this other dumbass shit to escape accountability that you fucking sucked. You don't suck at football, hence why you was in the NFL. You suck at professional football. You are mid at best. And that is okay. What's not okay is you not coming to terms with that. You were fucking mid. Sorry, you were mid. And it's crazy as hell how you just blindsided by the fans' expectations like you didn't come from New York. You didn't come from the Big Apple. Granted, the Jets have been ass, so maybe the fan morale's a little low, so there's no real expectations. But you were surrounded by New York media. And you decide to fall apart once you get to Philadelphia? No. The reality situation is this. You took money to go into a system that didn't fit your skill set. Whose fault is that? That's yours. That's like me motherfucking becoming an electrician knowing I ain't got no business doing that. If I'm fucking clumsy or my motor skills is off, I don't have no business becoming a fucking electrician. Who the fuck I'ma blame? The motherfuckers who hired me? Now, granted, we could blame Howard because using that money for a guy with potential, which I was willing to give him a chance. I ain't gonna sit back like I didn't know he was gonna be ass. Okay, we didn't know he was gonna be ass. But bottom line is this. You're a rotational player at best. You're a great football player, hence why you're in the NFL. You are a mid-professional player. That's it. You're mid. You were fucking ass in Philly, but overall you're a mid player. That's just the truth of it all. You're a mid player. You knew what the system was before you took the money, and if you did it, that means you're not watching you're not watching film. That goes to show you're not watching film and you're not taking your craft serious enough. Because there's no fucking way. You don't know what the system's going to ask you. You don't ask, what's my role in the defense? These are preliminary questions before I take any amount of fucking money. That's like me sitting up there, motherfucker, say, yo, I'm going to give you $20,000 and not ask the person, what am I getting $20,000 for? Why the fuck did you choose everybody on this planet? Why am I the person getting $20,000? What are you asking me to do? Then it turns out they want me to be a fucking male stripper. And then I get mad at the niggas, and I can't really get mad because I never fucking asked what would they give me $20,000 to do. Does that make sense? Well, clearly what the fuck he doing doesn't make any sense. He's blaming the coach. Like, this is, I don't know what's more ass. This lack of accountability statements from this podcast or his fucking play. But I was going to let you live, bro. Because I heard you was doing some pretty outstanding work outside off the field. But to not take accountability, you were ass. If you do a bad job in a 9-to-5 world, your ass is fired. You do a bad job, they're going to do a series of things before that happens. They might talk to you. They're going to write you up. They're going to cut your hours. If you're really that bad, they'll send you home. And then after they get fucking tired, you're fired. That's in every fucking job. At least in America. What the fuck makes you think that it wasn't going to happen to you? You're an employee of the NFL, employee of the Philadelphia Eagles. You were assigned to be an elite pass rusher. You turned out to be exactly what the fuck you are. Just a good rotational depth piece. That's about it. And barely even that. You're a mid NFL player. Sorry. So I don't want to hear this dumbass shit. I really don't. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of everybody's fucking time. You're mid. Period. You don't like it? Oh, fucking well. You should have played harder. You should have adjusted your style so you could fit better in the technique. You shouldn't have went to a fucking team that system doesn't fit your skill set. You shouldn't have took the fucking money. That's like a motherfucking Uber driver taking a ride that they don't want to fucking... Don't take the fucking ride. Like an Uber driver bitching to the passenger, like, I don't know why I didn't get any sleep last night. I didn't exactly have my Starbucks coffee, the espresso, in the bottle. Like, bitch, you went to your fucking phone, you slid to accept the ride, take me to my destination safely, bitch, and shut the fuck up. That's it. I don't want to hear this crybaby ass shit. This is crybaby. Like, listen, me and JB, I went off on JB, and I don't really like some of the shit. Like, I don't like how you be talking. I don't. Like, but in some ways, I'm actually glad that he's doing what he's doing, because sometimes the truth just need to be told. And some of these athletes, and this happened with some of these athletes, don't want to be challenged. They don't want to be coached. They just want to be fucking coddled. And then when they come into somebody that's not going to fucking coddle them and treat them like a fucking newborn or like an infant that just learned to walk, they start getting in their fucking feelings. You're making millions of dollars to perform at a high level. If you're not up to it, that's not anybody's fault but your fucking own. Nobody's gonna fucking feel so. If you suck at your job, you suck at your job. That's fucking life. Okay? You suck at your job in a 9-to-5 world, they're gonna cut your hours. If you're really bad, they're gonna fucking fire your ass. Like, what do you want us to do? Oh, poor Bryce. Oh my God. They have to make a point. It's something to take a bunch of money. Oh fuck. If they say you better rush the bastard, crybaby ass nigga. Wait, please. Fuck out of here. Get your crybaby ass on my fucking screen, nigga, you ass. Deal with it. Go back to your fucking building paper airplanes and fucking cardboard tents and shit. Fuck out of here, nigga. You suck ass. Anyway, outside of being rudely interrupted. Okay, what the fuck? So Terrion Arnold. I am not the type of person. I'm not gonna lie. It was this audio, and it's not really funny, but it was this audio about somebody coughing and choking, and they said that's what Terrion Arnold was doing with Dan Campbell. But honestly, it's a really bad situation, bro. This is what people have to understand, okay? And this is a problem with some of our people, the black community. We are so fucking addicted to the street life, and some of that has to do with the rap songs, that we are willing to basically be put in a position where we can succeed and feed our families for a long fucking time and see money that most people will never see in a lifetime, and we'll throw it all the way to try to mimic the fucking rappers that we hear. To try to live a life that is going to land you in two fucking places. And it has been that way since the beginning of time. Death or jail. Nobody gives a fuck about, oh yeah, he's solid, he didn't snitch. Is that going to make you any fucking money? Is that really going to help you become a better person? Is that going to make you advance to go, he's solid, he didn't snitch? Oh fucking K? What is that actually doing for your life? Now, I'm going to be very careful here because everything is alleged, and I know that people like to rush to conclusions nowadays with social media and clip culture. But in the same breath, I have to make this statement regardless. So, obviously, he's going to be innocent until proven guilty. The world's going to say he's guilty until proven innocent. This is how it is. It's unfortunate, but that's just the truth of it all. I will say this, though. We have to get out of the mindset as a people, like the black community. We have to get out of the mindset of trying to be having Stockholm syndrome to the stereotypes that are placed upon us. It's like we've been oppressed and down for so long and told that we ain't shit that some of us just fall right into the fucking stereotypes. Because it's like, hey, shit, well, I guess we ain't shit. Because we look at some the ones that have grown up in impoverished area, we look at our surroundings, like, damn, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? But when you get up and you elevate, it's not about earning people's respect. Fuck their respect. You're making millions of dollars to play a game that you are supposed to love. A sport that you grew up playing, maybe as a pee-wee, high school, whatever the case may be, that you enjoy doing. You get paid millions to fucking throw a football around. In your case, fucking stopping a person from catching a fucking, what the fuck call them shapes? A brown torpedo, whatever the fuck you call the goddamn shape. You literally stop a guy from catching a ball. And you get paid millions of dollars for it. And it's fun. It's fun. Like, when you actually know it's fun. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. Bro, that's a dream motherfuckers will kill for. Imagine somebody say, oh, bro, I'll give you $1 million right now. All you got, and I'm not trying to diminish the work the football players have to go through and the sacrifices they have to make. I'm not diminishing that. But I just want you to understand the concept of where I'm getting at. So when I'm saying what I'm saying, don't think that I'm saying it in a way to diminish the sacrifices, the physical toll that it takes on the body. Sometimes the physical toll it can take on you mentally, right? Altering certain things in your brain, the pain that will never cease to happen, in the aftermath of playing the game, time away from your family, the sacrifice, the hard work, all that. All the time and effort, it means something, okay? So I'm not saying that all of that shit should be, and also playing all types of weather, rain, sleet, snow, all that shit. Like, well, obviously not sleet exactly, but you get my point. Like, it's you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'll say this: we have to stop trying to win approval of other people. Fuck them. And the reason why I'm saying fuck them is because if you lose it all, like he might do, hopefully he's innocent and he can get exonerated, hopefully. But if he's not, who the fuck is going to take care of you? Who's going to make sure that you good? You think you helping everybody else, niggas going to return the favor for, based off the strength of what you got? No! No, they gonna look at you like a fucking failure. Niggas gonna laugh and they're gonna like you talk about winning people's approval. You gonna do the exact fucking opposite. Who the fuck? Like, bro, you're not a thug. And I'm not saying that means you're soft or you're not a man or like you won't slap the shit out of a nigga if somebody play with you. I'm not saying all that, but you have to be, your mindset gotta be match where the fuck you're at. You're losing the fucking plot trying to impress who? A bunch of dumb motherfuckers that haven't even accomplished half of what you accomplished and have no desire to accomplish anything in their fucking life. Who the fuck are you trying to impress at the end of the day? That's really what I want to know. Why the fuck are we so addicted to impressing motherfuckers who ain't going nowhere with their fucking lives? Niggas who don't have success. Niggas who are not happy. These niggas is mad, and that's why they take that shit out on everybody, because they're fucking mad. They don't like themselves. Because the nigga that like themselves don't have to go out their way to fucking go cause harm to somebody else. They don't like themselves. So they take all that built up anger, resentment against themselves and project that shit onto other people. Why the fuck are we impressing fucking... When I mean broke motherfuckers, it's not about because I'm broke myself, but it's like, I'm not talking about finances, I'm talking about the mindset. Why are we impressing broke motherfuckers? For what? For what? So a nigga won't go on an interview and say, oh yeah, you know, that's a real nigga. He always be coming around. Let them go on the fucking Vlad TV or any other interview platform and let them talk shit about you. Oh, he fake. He Hollywood. You know, he was down with us back in the day. He got a little change and start acting strange. Yeah, motherfucker. Now I'm a part of Marvel now, and now I'm a doctor. You call me Doctor Strange, bitch ass nigga. And like, look, outside of that corny ass joke, bottom line is what I'm saying. When you elevate, your mindset has to match that. It has to. You have to think, well, you changed. Yeah, bitch, I'm supposed to, motherfucker. Because my life has changed. I can't sit up there and say, oh, I got all this money, all these responsibilities, and I'm going to just stay the same person. That makes no fucking sense. No reasonable person in the fucking world would sit up there and say, oh, I got a bunch of money, responsibilities, more bills on my table, but you know what? I'm going to act the exact same way. You can't. It will be to your detriment. The fuck? What are we talking about? It will literally be to your fucking detriment. The fuck are we, like, I don't get it. It'll be to your detriment if you do so. You have to move like a motherfucker with something to lose. So all the friends that ain't going nowhere with your life, that going anywhere with their lives, or aren't doing anything, you gotta get the fuck away from them. Sorry. And let them bitch ass niggas go on a fucking podcast wherever they're gonna allow, whatever fucking small circuit outlets gonna allow them to get on there and talk shit about you. Meanwhile, your family taken care of, your kids run around. They don't got to worry about, you know, shootouts or none of that. Y'all chilling. Why? Because you did your responsibility as a man. You took care of business. Here's the thing, too. It's another thing, too. A lot of motherfuckers, and I'm going to say this. Being a nerd is seen as a bad thing, when really the nerds are the one that's excelling in life. So you could be that nigga that want to be the coolest motherfucker there. You gonna be cool and fucking broke with no ambition. And niggas gonna look at you like you're a fucking loser. Because you are one. Why? Because you, instead of living your life to be successful, you lived your life trying to fucking appease other people. You did things, you were a prisoner to people's thoughts and ideas about who the fuck they think you are, instead of becoming the best version of yourself. We have to, as a black community, we have to stop with the fucking bullshit. And some of it, I don't give a fuck about who says what. Some of it has to do with the fucking rap. Not all little rappers like that. I know that. No fucking shit. But a lot of the rap music has gotten y'all feel. A lot of the young boy makes you think that you a fucking 38 baby. No, you're just a baby that's about, what, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. I'm just making some shit up because I don't know how much a baby weighs off that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a fucking gynecologist or whatever the fuck that profession is. I'm not. I don't care. But bottom line is this. Okay? Not even a fucking test tube, baby. But bottom line, anyway, let me get back on topic. We do stupid ass shit with no rhyme or reason other than to impress broke motherfuckers who are okay with being broke motherfuckers, who are content with being broke motherfuckers. And once again, I am not talking about being poor, okay? Because sometimes you can do something about it. Sometimes life is out of your control. You can do, as long as you're doing your part and trying to do better with your life, that's all that matters. I'm talking about with the niggas with the mindset. They have no work ethic, no ambition, no dreams, no goals. They're going after nothing outside of continuing the cycle of impressing other broke motherfuckers that are in the same position as them, sometimes even worse. You were a starting cornerback in the league. Play-wise, really weren't that good, to be honest with you. Really weren't that good. But that's not the point. And I don't know why I even said it, because that come off like I'm being a jackass. So I apologize for that. Let me take that back. I mean, like, realistically, he wasn't that good. But I shouldn't have said that. That was kind of a jackass thing to say. But all of this shit could be avoidable if you focus on your responsibility as a man to provide. Fuck their opinion. Fuck their thoughts. Fuck what they think about you. You're fucking winning. Oh shit. I mean, I had a dream of being like, come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. Over what? This is a legend. Niggas stole your car. It might have been the people. The police might have called them. Then again, they might not have. So fuck that. We gonna act like a street nigga. Even though I got millions of dollars and in the fucking NFL, I'm acting like a street nigga. We gonna get this shit back in blood, nigga. My name ain't Terry Arnold. I'm Pooh Shicey, this motherfucker, allegedly. Yeah, you think we could, what police? Nigga, hell no. Motherfucker, we law enforcement. Yeah, let's go get that shit back. Yeah, so I tell you what we gonna do. We gonna boom, 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 boom. And you think them niggas gonna be loyal to you for what? Cause you paid them? Allegedly? I don't know if he did it or not. Like I said, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, despite the world, in some instances, not recognizing that, quote unquote. But the reality situation is, bro, all of this shit was avoidable. Stop hanging with broke motherfuckers. That's it. You're playing the game. Why the fuck is it important for you to be a real nigga to broke motherfuckers instead of, oh shit, I got mansions, I got cars, and I get to play the game that I love? Yeah, the fucking body toll, it matters, but you playing a game that you love for millions of fucking dollars. All you gotta do is literally work at your fucking craft and be good. That's it. And no disrespect, you barely can even do that because as a corner, I'm gonna be honest with you, you really weren't that good. Keeping it a being. Like, you made some plays here and there last year, but you're really not a good corner. I'm being honest. And this shit right here, allegedly, is probably why you never fulfill your potential, because you're too worried about fucking allegedly impressing broke motherfuckers instead of understanding, oh shit, I'm in a position of privilege. I'm blessed. Why would I screw that up? For what? So I could be down there with you motherfuckers? So I can be back with you, you know what I'm saying? Why? I don't care what people want to say. This comes from a rapper. The rap music is just like, it's like poison, bro. Think about all these fucking athletes that are listening to YoungBoy and all these fucking, and I'm not trying to say disrespect YoungBoy when I say this, but the content of their lyrics, they start thinking that, oh shit, let me go emulate what I heard Future say. Let me go emulate what I heard YoungBoy say. Let me try to do that in real life. Some of this rap music is fucking ruining these athletes' careers because they start listening to music instead of like, oh, I just like this song. They start taking that shit. Like, I'm not going to play GTA and go fuck around and take somebody out their car and go rob them of their fucking vehicle. It's a video game. You enjoy the video game. Okay, it's entertaining. Awesome. And you move the fuck on with your life. I'm not going to play Call of Duty and want to join the army so I can go and get, like, you know, what's the name people in real life. No, because it's a fucking video game. You enjoy the video game for entertainment purposes and you move the fuck on with your life. I listen to the music. I like the music. Yeah, the gangster shit made me want to, I'm feeling it in the moment. And you move the fuck on with your life. Because you're grounded in reality. Reality is you know that the shit you're listening to, I'm not a gangster. I don't shoot nobody. I don't sell what's the name. It's just like, okay, it's a turn up song, whatever. You move the fuck on with your life. And to tell you the truth, I don't really listen to hip hop. Like, I love hip hop. Don't get me wrong. I still fuck with rap. But I don't listen to it as much as I used to. Like, I listen to R&B way more than I listen to hip hop. Way more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like this impressive. You dead ass. Allegedly, if this is true, you just threw your whole fucking career away to impress broke motherfuckers, and I don't understand that. I don't. I do. I know why, but the cycle just keep continuing with our people. You gotta do better as a people in general. We just gotta do fucking better. Better how we treat each other, how we speak to each other, how we treat ourselves. Because how we treat ourselves is how we going to treat other people. If we don't give a fuck about ourselves, what makes you think we're going to give a fuck about anybody else? We got to do better. I'm saying, I don't know if he's guilty or innocent, but this, if he really did this shit, bro, this is just grade A fucking stupid. And it's hard to sympathize with somebody who's just being grade A fucking stupid. Period. Whether he came from that environment or he didn't, it's just grade A fucking stupid. If he really did it, this is grade A fucking stupidity, bro. This is JD Horsepower and Associates fucking grade A stupid. This is USDA grade A fucking dumb. And there's nothing else to speak about. Brandon Ayuk. The 49ers are kidnapping Brandon Ayuk. Somebody called the police department because this shit should not be legal. So Brandon Ayuk, they're trying to keep this man against his will. All right. Watch the clip.
And if I'm crazy or if I'm capping, them boys cut me today. And I'll sign with the Commanders tomorrow. And we'll see who's capping.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with this guy, man. I don't know. Number one, the 49ers are jackasses for holding this man against his will. Let him go. What the fuck point are you proving? What point are you proving by keeping him on your team? What the fuck? You think you're going to get A.J. Brown? You're going to get fucking, what's the other guy named? Jalen Waddle level of cop. Why the fuck are you keeping him on the team? For what? Why are you holding this man? This is a fucking kid, nigga. The John Lynch should be in fucking jail right now, dog. Why the fuck are you keeping this man? Why? It's over with. He don't want to be with y'all. Y'all have no use for him in the office. You got Mike Evans and Christian Kirk, and you still got Kittle and all them boys. And McCaffrey, if he can fucking stay healthy and actually get 100 yards consistently, right? But in general, my nigga, dog, what the fuck? Like, dude, like, two things can be true at once. Both parties are in the wrong. 49ers, let him the fuck go. Let him go. It's over with. He doesn't want it. You guys don't need him. You're not putting him in the office. I said the office. You're not putting him in the offense, okay? You're not putting him in the offense. And he doesn't want to be there. Let him the fuck go. You're not getting a first round pick. You'll be lucky if you get a fifth rounder in exchange. Or maybe a third. You'll be lucky if you get a third. Let him the fuck go. And that's it. Take the fucking fifth rounder that's probably going to be worth anyway. And just move the fuck on. Why are you holding this man against us with this stupid ass organization? Fuck the San Francisco Gold Diggers. And matter of fact, this is very befitting of the fucking name Gold Diggers. You niggas is just, why you holding this man? Let him the fuck go. The fuck you think you John Q, nigga? The fuck? John Lynch, let him the fuck go. Let him go. The stupid ass organization, let him go. He doesn't want to be there. And then let him be somebody else's team problem. You get a fucking fifth round. You got something. Even Howie had to get fucked over with a bullshit ass trade. We got a fifth round and a first for the following year. So it was a bullshit. It was bullshit. We should have got way more compensation than that. But at the end of the day, Howie was like, yo, he doesn't want to be here. Move the fuck on. That's why the Eagles have won a Super Bowl and the 49ers have not. They've come up short. They come up short. This is the reason why the 49ers have not been successful, because they do dumbass shit like this. What point are you proving? Brandon's not going to tell us what to do. We're his boss. The fuck? This is football. Let him the fuck go. It's not that serious. Now for Brandon Ayuk, enough talking about the trash-ass San Francisco Gold Diggers. Let's start speaking about Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk, you basically committing career side. I can't say the other joint. You basically killing your career. Because here's the thing. You had a big injury, okay? So you really don't have leverage. Before the injury, you wasn't playing well. You got paid a lot of money. You wasn't playing well. What makes you think you have any leverage in this circuit? You don't have any leverage. So to do what you're doing now, No team's gonna want to fucking. They're gonna fucking do what they, and they only tolerated AB because he was a fucking Hall of Famer. He was a Hall of Famer that was still playing. They're not tolerating you. Like, bro, you're not even gonna be in a Hall of very good. Like, you had some quality seasons. 2023 probably was your best one. But other than that, bro, you are not even a guarantee, oh shit, you gonna make, nigga, at this point in time, you're worth a 5th round pick, and that's being generous. You're worth, if a 5th rounder come along, that's actually fair compensation. Given the fact that you were injured last year, and even before the injury, you was not playing well after you got paid. What fucking leverage do you have here, dog? What leverage do you have here? And then you're gonna tell everybody where the fuck you're gonna sign to? Why do you need to do that? Don't say shit. Don't say nothing. As far as you're concerned, man, I'm just gonna just chill with the family and that's it. Don't let the fucking public know what team you're trying to go. Just go to the fucking team and that's it. Even AJ Brown wasn't even this bad and making it obviously wanted to be a Patriot. Like, come on, at least he had a little bit of he disguised it a little bit, even had to lie in some respects. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, dog, Brandon, if you want to play in the NFL, this is the wrong way to do it. The only way that I would see this situation taking, the only reasonable or logical explanation I can see why Brandon Ayuk is doing what he's doing is simply because he's going through a lot of shit behind the scenes. Because a reasonable person would never do no dumb shit. Like what Brandon Ayuk is doing is fucking dumb. You're basically saying, hey, NFL, I'm a crazy motherfucker. Hey, I'm crazy. Woo, I'm crazy this the motherfucker. I'm crazy. The fuck are you doing? Doing dumbass shit dog. Just let shit play out. Don't say nothing. And then talk your shit when you go on a new team. And that's it. So there's two things that's true at once. The 49ers are absolutely wrong. You're fucking kidnapping them at this point. John Lynch should need to be fucking in jail right now. He need to be locked the fuck up right now. And bottom line is, Brandon Ayuk, you're basically killing your career. So nobody's going to want to deal with you because your return of investment, your ROI, is highly questionable. It's questionable at best. Nobody know what the fuck you're going to do. Come on, man. Nobody knows. Your ROI right now is questionable. That's the truth. But I'm off the situation. It's nothing really to talk about. And then the 49ers are wrong for keeping him. Brandon Ayuk is wrong for basically fucking saying, I don't want a career anymore. I mean, that's basically what it is. I can't even look at Santa Lathan the same no more. She did some shit recently that I just did not fuck with. And I was very disappointed. And, it really is crazy because I'm going to keep it a being, bro. You think some of these celebrities will be good people in real life? And a lot of these niggas be just, they got a fucking pole up their ass, bro. They got a goddamn... Yeah. Anyway, what else I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, NBA trade. NBA trade. Oh, my God, with this fucking... It's Google. Hey, I'm going to try to fucking get into a black market. It's Google. Anyway, NBA trades. Okay, news. So they just recently I think today got Isaiah Joe, the Pistons. I don't know who the fuck that is. Apparently he's a good player. So just trade everybody. Actually, let's go to the smaller one first. So Isaiah Stewart is in Memphis. They get 3 second-round picks. That's actually a good-ass investment. Because Stewart's not even really... I ain't gonna lie to you. Detroit fleeced the fuck out of Memphis. He's not worth 3 second-round picks, bro. He's not even like he's not even like let's just say okay, you value other things outside of scoring. He's not even on fucking Ben Wallace level. Like what are you doing? Like no. All right, so the one that we need to talk about is one that people are going crazy over, but I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. It's not actually going to do anything. So the Minnesota Timberwolves get LaMelo Ball and Josh Green. They give up Naz Reid. I think it was very stupid to do that. A 2023 unprotected first-round pick. 3 first-round pick swaps for 28, 29, and 30. 3 second-round picks, 29, 32, and 33. I'm going to keep it a beam. This was not only a robbery, to say this is a lot of fucking picks they're getting for LaMelo Ball. This is not going to work the way people think it's going. People are going to look at this as a good move if you want to make TikTok reels or Instagram reels or highlights. So all you sports editors out there, it's good for you. I would make a lot of motherfucking money when the NBA come back. All you NBA Clippers, all you NBA content creators, you niggas are making a lot of motherfucking money. That's all this does. It's going to make the NBA content creators more money because it's going to put more in the news, whether it's off the court press conferences, might be wild, and then the course or the basketball, it's going to be a lot of, it's going to be a nice fun backcourt. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not a good move for Minnesota. Minnesota needs either a stretch 4 or a small forward that can really play both sides, like a Glenn Rice type of guy. They don't really need, or even a Grant Hill type of guy. They don't need LaMelo Ball. His game, he needs to have the ball in his hands, okay? LaMelo Ball's game is not matured enough where you get him for a big overhaul and he's going to get you an ROI. Outside of, okay, he's going to make some NBA content creators some money. And then, you guys are going to make a lot of regular season news. You guys are going to be in a lot of the headlines and shit for a bunch of points scored. But, it doesn't guarantee a playoff spot. And hell, it doesn't even guarantee success further than that. This is not a good move. This was a move that's good for PR. Right? This is good for making headlines. And once again, NBA content creators going to be making a shit ton of money. But other than that, if we're speaking from a realistic perspective of what the Timberwolves need to actually become championship contenders, this was not a good move. You have 2 guys now on a team that has to be ball dominant. The buck has to stop with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has to have the ball. He's the guy. He's the number 1 guy. So, in order for LaMelo to fully be successful as a player, he's going to need the ball in his hands too, and he'll need it a lot. I mean, he's not a catch and shooter. He's a guy that needs to create. He can create for others, but that's not what he's did. Like, you get LaMelo on the team to be a volume scorer. But you already had that in Anthony Edwards. So, again, this is good for PR, good for the content creators who are involved in basketball. But this isn't good as far as roster construction, trying to put pieces around Anthony Edwards to win. This is a bad move. And then giving up Naz Reid, who is very important to your basketball team, very stupid move. It was a very dumb move. It's not going to help him. It's actually going to... Don't be surprised if Timberwolves actually don't make the playoffs. Mark my words. Or if they make the playoffs, it's going to be a first-round exit because this is it doesn't do anything. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry, but, it is what it is. I was always trying to figure out where the hell Julius Randle was going. He's going to the Nets. All right, let's move forward, man. What else? Anything else I want to talk about? I'm trying to think. By the way, I found some more news on Plaque Boy Max. We're not talking about Plaque Boy Max. There got to be something that's going on with him behind the scenes because he's trying to turn into the Black Aiden Ross. And I don't know why he's doing what he's doing. It's coming off a little weird and it's throwing me off. I genuinely don't know why he's doing what he's doing. I don't know why he's going out of his way to... Let me try to use my words very carefully here because I don't want to end up saying some shit that I can't. Like, I want to tell the truth, but I want to say some shit that, like, I actually mean to say and not something that was just spoken out of emotion and that I would have to be held accountable for later. If I want to be held accountable, I want to be some shit that I actually genuinely feel about it and not just like me just throwing words around because I might be emotional. But I'm not that emotional. I'm not kind of detached from it. But there's something incredibly off about Black Boy Max. Because to go the route he's doing where he's going out his way to be... How should I put this? I don't want to disrespect. I actually like Black Boy Max. I don't want to be disrespectful. So how should I put this? He's doing things that you be considered very zesty and sus. And he's doing that for attention. And it's not just like a one-off joke, which, you know, I could overlook. It's more or less of, and this is in his life, he can do what the fuck he want to do, grown man. But I'm just saying it because I'm trying to figure out why Black Boy Max gets so much hate off that video. But then I realize there's more to that story. So that's really the reason why I'm talking about it. He can do what the fuck he has. As a grown-ass man, he do what the fuck he want to do with his life. I'm just saying what I'm saying because it's added more context to the situation that I talked about, I think the last time I was streaming 2 days ago. But yeah, honestly, bro, something really got to be going on behind the scenes. It's something up here that just, it ain't clicking right now because to lean into this sus, zesty shit that he's doing, and he's leaning into a hard for attention. Pause. It's like, I don't subscribe to Black Boy Max. Now, granted, if he decided that, hey, listen, this is the lifestyle I want to live, and I want to be fully into that umbrella community, then by all means. But if he's not, then him doing this for attention is very weird and off-putting, to say the least. And now it makes the hate. I don't. People shouldn't be getting no hate regardless. You know, I'm not. People, hate's gonna be there regardless. What I'm saying is like people don't need to be going out their way to be negative towards somebody. But I will say that he's sort of bringing some of this shit on himself because he's doing things that's low key seem like he's out of character, and it makes him appear like something than what he presents himself as. So if he presents himself as a straight man and you're doing things, and by the way, I don't really care what you do. But I'm just trying to figure out, I was trying to figure out why he was getting so much hate for. And that was one of the reasons. So in that scenario, you kind of bring it upon yourself, in a way. You know what I mean? All right, anything else I want to talk about? Anything else I want to talk about? Hey, shut your stupid ass up. Niggas always be coming up with the... Niggas be thinking they Confucius and they more or less confusing. Shut your stupid ass up. Shut up. Shut up. Alright. I am trying to... I feel like there's something else. Let me go look at my history real quick. If not, I already have a video lined up that I could watch right now. So it's not that serious to me. I was watching the Troy Taylor interview. I ain't finna lie to you. I ain't never worked with nobody like that. That's what's up about the OGs. Like, they want too much of that fucking... They want some control freak shit. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, Lizzo! Let's talk about Lizzo real quick, okay? So here's the thing. I respect Lizzo a lot, okay? But here's the thing. People don't... And this is what we got to understand. And I get it because it's our art. And then it's very... how should I put it? Things are personal to us. I respect that. But in some way, you got to be self-aware about where you're at musically. and about if you're even doing the right thing. Because a lot of people just think that, and here's sometimes the problem with the artist that's been in the game for a long time. They come from a different world. They don't come from the social media era. They come from, and she even said out of her own mouth, basically. So Lizzo was like, I'm going to talk about this like 5 minutes because I already basically talked about what the issues are with the music industry and with the artists. I already talked about it already. But I have to be honest. There's a lack of self-awareness and accountability on Lizzo's part. Okay, so first off, the fact that you said, I'm doing promo. I'm trying to go on Jimmy Kimmel and do all these podcasts and interviews. That is part of it, and that's cool. But that's not really what's going to move the needle. Your work on social media and how you show up on social media was going to... We're not in the same... I think a lot of problem with the OGRs is that they're so attached to the old way of doing things that they kind of lose track of, like, this is a brand new era. The shit that worked back then is not going to work now. Like, ads are good. Ads are still being ran. But really, a lot of the work is done in being in organic content. You can't even actually run ads at this point in time without even actually having anything popping organically. You have to actually get organic traction first and then run ads. We're in a different fucking era now. We're not thinking, I'm just going to put a song out and run ads. No, you got to actually do a lot of work, organic content, and you got to give people a reason to care. I think so many of us, we get attached to our art, so we kind of lose self-awareness and don't understand that people don't actually owe us our attention. They don't. And yeah, she said some things about the algorithm, but it's like you kind of like this is what you signed up for. This shit is how it is, and I think she with her label still. So you know how the game go. So just beat the fucking game. That's it. That's like me goddamn getting mad. I put the motherfucking Pac-Man on difficult, and I'm like, yeah, why you motherfucking goblins going crazy? Like, bitch, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like you realize you put this on this level, right? You realize you asked for the challenge. So be up for it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Be up for it like a referee off a controversial play. Be up for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? So I said it to say this. Number one, I listened to a little bit of the music. She keeps switching her sound. It's like like she had a mixtape where she had like this smiley face covering the middle finger, and it was like a trap rap, and it was kind of poorly executed. And then I'm listening to this album, and it's like the sounds are very sophisticated, but the writing is like, and it's like there's a way where you can have a sophisticated sound and be a little bit more loose with it, like as far as your language is saying, with the cursing and all that. But it's like, it can't just be bare bones. Be like, I'm that bitch I've always have been. Went to the register where I cashed in. To the ATM I went blasting. In Beverly Hills where I was flashing. And it's just like, what the fuck? And that's how I was listening to her music. I listened to bits and pieces of it. Now, number one, the cover art is not good. Let's be honest. It's very fucking weird. You got a middle finger, you got yourself coming out. It's just weird. It's like it's not flattering. It's not like, oh, draws attention. This is just like, what the fuck am I looking at? You know what I mean? It's like, you do some shit that's like controversial. I start a conversation, but then it's like, even if you don't like it, you can kind of respect the angle where it's coming from. I'm looking at this cover art, and it's just fucking. It's just off-putting. That's literally, it's literally just off-putting, and that's it. So I think part of it is, number one, she took a hiatus. Okay, she took a hiatus. You cannot expect fans you're like, I'm gonna be honest, Lizzo is a star. She's talented, but she's not Drake. She's not Nicki Minaj. She's not on Cardi B level. She's not on Adele's level or Beyonce level or Taylor Swift. She doesn't have that. Like, she's very talented. She has a fan base. She's not even fucking higher than, like, I would say a SZA, a Doja Cat, and maybe Summer Walker, maybe. But she's not really. She's not like she's not at the level that she feel like that she is. She's not. No, matter of fact, fuck that. Let me just say what I'm going to say. She's not at the level that she thinks she is. She's a talented artist with a sizable fan base, but also the fan base that you have, you're dividing it because you keep changing your sound so fucking much. And it's like I'm all for artists being versatile. I love me a versatile artist because I'm one myself. But it has to make sense. The shit you're doing doesn't make sense. It's all over the place. And even if I were to side with you in your versatility, the execution is very fucking poor. The songwriting is mediocre. I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I respect. I'm not a fan of her music. But I respect Lizzo. I respect the work that she's done and what she's done to get here. I respect it. But it's not good. The music isn't good. The music is mediocre. The songwriting is mediocre. And you took a social media hiatus and you keep dividing your fan base because I don't know what the fuck to expect from you. I don't. What the fuck is Lizzo's sound? What sound does Lizzo have? I don't fucking know. Is it a fucking a bird? I don't know, and I'm not trying to disrespect when I say that. I was making a not so great executed joke. Talk about execution, right? But what is Lizzo's sound? What does she represent? Because it can't be the. She started off with something that was resonated with the audience, which is like body positivity, right? So, okay, there's people that struggle with their weight that can identify with that. Okay, bet. So now you have an audience, okay? And we got can you react to my music? You can react to a gameplay trailer. Oh my God, I was ignoring these people the whole time. So first off, Brace a Bop, if you're still here, welcome to the chat. And then Johnny Cruiser, all first souls like game coming from my country. Okay, so Johnny Cruiser and Brace a Bop. I know Johnny Cruiser is still here, so welcome. Brace a Bop, if you still here, cool. I can react to the trailer. So, oh, first souls. Wait, what is the name of this shit? I can't see with that stupid ass pen. First souls like gaming coming from my country. Okay. So I will, but right now let me finish my discussion on the Lizzo joint, and then I'll do it. Just give me one moment. So here's the thing. Let's finish up talking about Lizzo. So first off, once again, the music is not good. The songwriting is mediocre. It's not executed. It's very bare bones. It's like, I went to get cash, then I went to shake ass. Do what I want, I don't ask. But I'm up to the task. What the fuck? That's not good music. So the sounds were interesting. The production pulled you in. But the songs were terrible. These are not good songs. At all. These were not good songs. So you took a hiatus when your clout level is not really solid. And here's the thing. I thought she was on to something. And I'll say something that maybe people might not agree with. I don't really give a fuck. When she was going on stream with Kai Cenat, she was bringing SZA with her, and she was kind of like being on these streams, I thought that was very smart. Because people that don't know Lizzo, you seeing her, she should have kept doing that. I don't know why the fuck she just stopped coming to streams. Why did she stop doing that? I thought that was a great way. She has personality. She has something to say. She's a very smart woman. You know, she gives out free game with the industry. She has a lot to talk about. Why the fuck did she stop coming on streams? I have no fucking clue. Like, I know they say that, oh, rappers just try to take advantage of the stream, but in her case, I thought it was a smart move because she has the personality and she tells good stories and she's very knowledgeable in the industry. She gives out free game. Stay in front of the fucking people. Why did you was on Kai? I know Kai Cenat took a break. I get that. But just stay visible. You could have went on DDG shit. Like, come on, man. You could have been around. Now, granted, I know your audience doesn't necessarily align with Kai Cenat's audience. I get that. But some of y'all people might have more interest than what you think. And they might just check it out just because you're in front of them every day. And some people might appreciate the music that you make. You just don't know. Okay? So the product itself was mediocre. Okay? Then you take a break hiatus. You stop coming on streams. I don't know why you did it. That was not a smart move. and then you keep switching up your sound, so you're losing your audience. So you start off with body positivity, okay? The body positivity movement is like, okay, we get behind that because that's relatable to people. Okay, you found your audience. Then you decide, which is cool. I'm happy for you. But despite people's opinions, I love that for you, okay? Let's keep it a bit. I love that for you. But then you start motherfucking, okay? So you start to lose weight. Good for you. I'm actually happy that you just made the decision. Like, you know, I'm a firm believer. I don't give a fuck about how big you are. As long as you're not, like, it's life-threatening, I don't really give a fuck about how if you're big or not. I don't give a shit. There's too much shit going on in my life. I don't give a fuck. But, okay, you decided to go ahead and lose weight. Awesome. But then you start to lose because of what you did, the decision you made. And, again, I support you in that decision, by the way. You lose your audience. So the audience, the main audience that got you, that's why it's be careful how you pigeonhole yourself. What audience you pick, because sometimes you can't really pick. Like, you can put the output out, but the people that resonate with your message, you can't control that. I can say, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be that, but you can't control people's perception. You can say, this is what I want to be known for, but if people don't know you for that, you're fucked. And then now she kind of pigeonhole herself to the point where the fact that she started losing the weight, that fucked up her audience. Because now the audience like, wait, what happened to embracing positivity, embracing being big? What happened? So now you're losing that audience. So now where the fuck is your audience? Who are you catering to? Who's your people? Who's your people? Where are they? Where are your people? Where they at? Are they on the... Where's your people? So the people that resonated with your message, and by the way, like I said, hey, good job losing the weight. Proud of you. Awesome. But you don't have an audience anymore because the audience that resonate with your message, you're like, whoa, wait, whoa. And they did that, what goddamn old dude did on the Punisher. Wait, whoa. You know, you pulled the fucking Houdini, like, now you see me, now you don't. So, boom, you lost your audience. And then, to make matters worse, you keep changing yourself. You went to this bullshit trap album that you did, that you call it a mixtape. It's not really an album. It was fucking horrible. Poorly executed. The writing was bad. It was not a good album. So then you come to this, and it's just like, you went after the hiatus. You have not established a connection. Because here's the thing, okay? You take a break, it's like, niggas just move on. Like, okay, I'm not checking for her, whatever. Like, what Kai Cenat did, like I said on the last stream a couple days ago, was genius. Instead of him saying, okay, I got all this content planned out, when I come back, he said, no, I'm going to involve the people. How I'm going to do that? Streaming University. Who don't want to get a chance to be able to stream with DDG and make all this money and wear all these chains and drive all these cars and fuck all these fine ass girls? Who don't want an opportunity to do that? You know what I'm saying? And be a content creator and shit and be an entertainer and make a bunch of fucking money off of it. So this time, and that's why I said a couple days ago, Kai Cenat is a genius. Because rather than him coming back off the fashion shit, off the hiatus, and saying, I'm playing my own content, and then just hope that the people just come back to me. No, I'm involved with the people. Because who the hell don't want a leg up? Who don't want an opportunity? So now that's time to get your attention. And then slowly but surely, I'm going to come back to the regular scheduled program with my content. But now I just found a way to involve the people again. And that's why I said Kai Cenat is a genius. He's a genius, period. But what he did, the move he did, bringing back Streaming University, coming out of the hiatus, that was fucking genius. Because now the people have a reason to tune in. Hey, I want to be part of Streaming University. And guess what? Now you got motherfuckers' attention. Your own audience gonna be there no matter what. Like, they gonna fuck with you. But now, in case they decide like whatever, now they tune back in. And now they breaking their neck to go on motherfucking Atlanta to go goddamn be a part of Stream University. You feel what I'm saying? So, genius. But you just basically did the opposite of what Kai Cenat did. And you just was like, oh, I'm just gonna, hey, I know it's been a while, but here's my music. Listen to my music. It's not how it works. cultivating and maintaining fan relationships is about consistency. You can't establish consistency when you took a fucking long-ass break. It was like a 3-year break? Nigga, that's career fucking suicide. In fact, sometimes taking a week break out of being out the public eye is fucking career suicide, especially how motherfuckers don't forget about yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So, in this scenario, it's just like everything you keep blaming the algorithm and your label and lack of support. Nigga, I'm not even a part of your label. I wouldn't support this shit. Why? Because number one, the quality you put out was not good. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just keeping it real. The music was not good. And you don't have an audience no more. Your audience is scattered because you kept switching your sound. The movement that you were on with the body positivity, you threw that shit out the window. We decided to lose weight, and then on top of that, you had allegations to your name. And I'm saying allegations because I don't know. About some freaky shit about you being the female version of Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? And what's up there? So that sullied your name. People kind of move past it. Because it's double, let's keep it real. It's double standards coming to men and women. I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, if you allegedly didn't do it, like, you're innocent until proven guilty. Whatever the case may be, okay? But, again, all in all, this is how I will end it, and I will say this. Lizzo flopping is 100% Lizzo's fault. It's not her label, wherever the fuck she's signed to. It's not the people. It's not her fans. It's not the fucking algorithm. It's not motherfucking Soundbite. It's not TikTok. It's not whatever fucking company that the U.S. bought it for. It's not Meta ad. It ain't motherfucking Mark Zuckerberg fault or the nigga that's the founder of Instagram. It ain't none of their fault. It ain't Jeff Bezos' fault, nigga. It ain't Elon Musk's fault. It is Lizzo. Let me see something real quick. There's only one fault that it is. But now this internet acting slow as fuck. See the chat going on. Bro, I'm listening, but I don't know who you're talking about, and mainly who you talking about. What's going on here? Okay. All right, Johnny. Hi, we here to Russian rap. Okay. For those that are still here, okay, let's see. This is so, I don't know if you've been listening, if you got the audio on your thing. I'm clearly talking about Lizzo. I think I mentioned her name like about several times. Here's the thing, also. When you come into somebody's stream, and I advise everybody that come in here, I don't mind you asking or for recommendations of what I should react to. Lizzo, she's an artist. I'm gonna be honest. You might not. I can't fill you in shit. She's an artist. I can't tell you nothing. If you don't know who Lizzo is, I can't do it. But here's the thing. When you guys come in, do not come in demanding anything. Okay? You can ask. And I respect you for asking. Don't demand anything. How my stream is running what I plan, that's what I plan on doing. Now, if you want to say, hey, can you react to this, please? I'm down with it. But demanding is not, I know Kai's not. Okay, yeah, fair. But again, if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, maybe this competition isn't necessarily for you. But what I'm saying is, I appreciate y'all for the recommendations and asking, hey, can you listen to my music? Can you listen to this, that, and the third? But don't come in nobody's stream. Everybody else, I can't speak for. Me, I run my stream how I want my stream. How I run my stream, I talk about who I want to talk about, what I want to talk about, and I run it how exactly the way I fucking want to run it. So you can ask, but demanding, that shit, that's a no-go with me. I'm a type of nigga, I don't got syphilis, I got a backbone, you feel me? So I'm a nigga that's going to let you know, like, yo, don't come in running, like, buckle up. Like, don't tell a driver, I don't like the motherfucking Beach Boys. I like NBA Youngboy. That's too motherfucking bad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't like the Jersey Boys. I don't like Dean Martin. I don't want to listen to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you want to listen to. Like, at the end of the day, put some motherfucking headphones on, plug your motherfucking phone. But this motherfucking car radio, I'm the driver of this bitch. I'll play what I want to play. You know what I'm saying? If I want to play motherfucking who was another good example. Wanted to play Carl Weathers song. By the way, I just realized he actually shot. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers, of course. You know what I'm saying? I just realized he had a song, and that shit fire as hell. I don't know why this nigga didn't make no more music. When he was alive, they had that song. I forgot what it's called. I searched it up. I was listening to it yesterday. I'm gonna tell it a little bit because I don't know if he signed or a label or whatever. Might get copyright like a motherfucker. I think I just skipped it. Where's it at? Yeah. But that shit was on point. That shit was fire. That for those that don't know who Carl Weathers is, that's Apollo on Rocky. And he plays some other movies. Bro, this is on point. Oh my, now I just lost the goddamn what's the name? Come on, family. Where's it at? Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go.
No sleep without success. Yeah. Thinking thoughts of you. And although I feel good, it feels oh so good. Yeah. It's just no substitute.
Who the fuck was on this man's team? So I can share the video link or just title name. Video link will be helpful. But here's the thing, I ain't gonna lie to you. Who the fuck was on Carl Weathers' team that didn't tell this nigga to go make some more motherfucking music? This shit sound good as hell. On my soul. And make motherfucking like, you know, Nutty Professor, I forgot what song he was like dancing to and shit. I appreciate it. I'm gonna check it out in just a few. But yeah, that shit is on point. It is fire. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know who was on this team that should have told him to make more fucking music, bro. This nigga could have been a bigger star. Like, he was already a great actor or whatever. He played football. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? But he could have been a bigger star. Oh my God, this nigga music fire as hell, bro. On my soul. Rest in peace forever, Carl Weathers, bro. That song had me. Ooh! Ooh! All right, let me react to this YouTube link real quick. Hold on. Unleash the Avatar gameplay. Bollywood. I'ma look at it just cause you asked, but I'm not interested in shit like this. No disrespect. I'ma look at it just cause you asked though.
Yama sends his errand boy. Tell the Lord of Death he'll have to come collect me himself.
This bitch 4 minutes? Nah, I don't even look at all that. Guess I look at this shit. That's the damn World of Warcraft shit. The nigga just standing there? Hit the motherfucker, what the hell? What you fucking hitting the ground for? What the, how the fuck he still up? He got hit with a, bro, he got hit with that big ass scepter. How the fuck is he still up? Hope you like it. If you brutal, this will be helpful for the game devs. Well, I guess I'm happy to be to help the community. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Why the fuck he keep hitting this little Haycon? If you know Street Fighter, you know who Haycon is. This nigga like Haycon to turn fucking Super Saiyan. You got a big ass scepter. Hit the motherfucker with the scepter. Why the fuck is you hitting the motherfucking ground? Hit the nigga with the scepter. If I don't like a nigga, I'm making sure I aim for the nigga. I ain't gonna sit up there and I'm gonna hit the ground and hope the fucking ground makes an impact on your body. No, bitch, I'm gonna hit my motherfucking target. Hit the one in the middle. The fuck? Damn. Wait. He got his shit cut up and he still got that much energy to goddamn fucking stop his feet. Hell nah. I'm about to bring out the motherfucking Neosporin, nigga. Hell nah. I'll be mad as shit. Like, what motherfucking iodine? Damn. You waited all that fucking long to get. Bitch, you can't even aim a fucking big ass hammer at you, big as hell. Wait, time out. Pause, I'm about to say. The nigga had his back turned. The budget is just 1.1 to 5 million. That's dope. I like the game, but it's very like. It reminds me of like a weird ass hybrid between World of Warcraft and Mortal Kombat in a way. I like it. But some of this shit don't make no sense. Like, for instance, the nigga had his back turned Bitch, stab that nigga. Throw like a fucking ninja star at that nigga back or something. Why the fuck you sit up that nigga back turn? You survived for your goddamn life. You just chilling. Hell nah. And the nigga barefoot on slab. Oh hell nah. Now the beast don't feel nothing. But a human being, I know he got powers and shit, kinda. A human being with a fucking bare feet on slab. And he gotta dodge a big ass scepter in this nigga's strength? Hell no! Nigga could sign me up for this shit, but you couldn't even give me a fucking $10 million to do this. Absolutely the fuck not. Wait. The nigga had a scepter and he waited all day to fucking use it? It's a Souls-like game, mostly inspired from Sekiro and a bit of God of War. I can see that. For sure. I can see that. Wait, so the nigga couldn't beat his ass with all that size and that big ass scepter, so he decided, fuck it, I'ma dip. I'ma go back to the lady, go get some fucking, Haycon pussy or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, he couldn't kill a regular ass nigga, bro. I can only imagine what Batman gonna do to his ass. He gonna tie that motherfucker up in some goddamn jumper cables and shit. He gonna tie that nigga up in a rubber band. They gonna be looking like he out of a fucking T.I. video shit. Rubber band man head ass. Fuck. This gameplay is showing the gameplay. Oh, alright, cool. Wait, so the nigga act like he was about to dip in his fucking helipad or helicopter, whatever that fucking weird ass UFO. And the nigga just went back down and like, nigga, take care of business, you big as fuck. Like, why'd you goddamn act like you about to dip and then you come right back down? Like, that's weird. This motherfucker doing all of this shit to try to kill a big ass nigga with a small skinny ass sword. How the fuck is that going? When that nigga up there thinking he that, what the fuck, Radon from Mortal Kombat. Yeah! You got a skinny ass sword. Nigga, if you gonna goddamn get all those electric powers, nigga, use the fucking electricity and shock the shit out that nigga. What you using a skinny ass sword to go kill a big ass motherfucking beast? That makes no sense. At that point, that nigga just giving him a haircut. He not actually killing. I may have seen blood at the end. That nigga was not killing this nigga. He was getting that nigga a haircut. He was getting that nigga a shape up, bruh. Wait, you had this big ass fucking axe and you couldn't kill a nigga with it? How the fuck he's gonna block that big ass spear with a fucking skinny ass sword? That's not realistic at all. And I know it ain't supposed to be. It's a video game, but goddamn. Oh, I thought he had backup for a moment. My turn, nigga. It should have been your turn, nigga. You about to die. The fuck? Woo! Shit, that nigga ass. I ain't finna lie to you. If I was this nigga boss, god damn, what type of music you like? God, y'all, can y'all comment? Do me a favor. I said before I say it again. Respect. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna answer your questions and I'm gonna say this, okay? So I'm huge on hip hop and R&B. I like pop from time to time, but my biggest genre is hip hop, R&B. I like pop on some occasions and rock. But please do me a favor, y'all. Don't. A little bit. I would say like a lot of this shit from like the older Madden soundtracks, like Yellow Car, Way Away, Avenged Sevenfold Chapter 4 is my favorite rock song. I like Final Countdown. That's like a basic ass answer, like a goddamn filler shit. But what else do I like? I fuck with Backcountry Datum, or do you like retro rock? You know what? No, I'm going to be honest. I like a few select songs. Like Andrew WK, Party Hard. Oh, I ain't going to lie to you. Kill Switch, Reckoning, Engage. I think it's, I don't know if they call Kill Switch. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on one second. What the fuck happened to my, what's the name? Kill Switch. Yeah, Kill Switch, Engage. Them motherfuckers is nice. I ain't feel like I heard a song off Madden 10. But I went through their greatest hits. Them niggas is solid. I ain't finna lie to you. They solid, dog. I like no cap. They solid. kill switch engaged, they on point for sure. And I like that girl. You know that album cover? I forgot what the guy. Shit. You know the lady that like da, 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 da. Like I forgot what it's called. And I think the name of their band is start with an E, like Evanescence or some shit like that. But yeah, I fuck with that too a little bit, like bits and pieces of it. All right, hold on. Let's see. OBS, show windows. Oh shit, what the fuck did I just do? All right, where's the gameplay that I was looking at? How the hell did I just get out of that? Let me refresh my page because I just had it and I just lost. They didn't save it. Hold on, let me click on your link again because I lost it. Let me click on your link again. Copy. No, paste that motherfucker in the search engine. I don't know why I'm out of breath like a fat nigga. Fuck, I'm gonna just click your link again. Oh, wait, that's where it was? The whole fucking time? Okay, bet. See where we left off at. This nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. If I was his boss, I would, like, if that nigga, if the whoever the protagonist is, if he don't kill him, I would kill him. Dead ass. That nigga the most useless big motherfucker I ever seen. That nigga's like the beast version of Victor Wembanyama, just big for nothing. Nigga wanna just shoot threes all fucking day, be Kevin Durant. Bitch, get your ass in the post, put that motherfucking head up in and dunk that motherfucker. But nah, this nigga the most useless ass big man. He got a big ass scepter. He big as shit. Instead of aiming at the fucking protagonist, he hits the ground, hoping the impact from the ground fucking gets the guy flying. He got a big ass spear that come out of nowhere. He got no fucking aim. This gotta be the weakest big man. I swear to God, Haycon from Street Fighter, who we kind of look like, will have a better chance of beat this nigga is ass. Like I swear to God, if the protagonist doesn't kill him, if I was his boss, I would do it. Wait, this stupid motherfucker. You hit the scepter, the nigga behind you. You hit the scepter on the ground with the nigga behind you. That dude, he's stupid. He a dumber. That nigga gotta die. I'm telling you right now, if I was his boy, that nigga done. I'll put that motherfucker in a goddamn time capsule, and I'm doing what the fuck. You know the old Supermans with Christopher Reeves? That's what I'm doing. Say that motherfucker. I put that motherfucker in like a little square glass that I've seen. I'm trapping that nigga in like another dimension or something. Fuck that useless ass big nigga, bro. Bitch, are you leaving or are you staying? What the fuck? You got all them fire shits. Them shits better be coming down. That's the smart move. This nigga got no aim. What the fuck? Oh, Dan Williams should have hit him. I ain't gonna lie. Bitch, you can't even fucking kill a regular nigga like he just goddamn took a break from Final Fantasy. Like, what are we talking about? Took a break from like goddamn Super Smash Brothers. Oh shit! How that nigga ain't dead? What the fuck? That nigga got a hard ass head, boy. I know for a fact he was a bad kid. Oh shit!
I died 1,000 deaths to get to you, Umi.
Damn!
And I will die 1,000 more.
Who the fuck? That's a dumbass nigga. That's like saying like let's imagine you get shot, be like, yeah, I got shot 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got up and I rose. And I said to myself, if I got shot 5 times, let's make it a 6. Yeah, that shit sound good right now. Matter of fact, I'm about to go over to the worst neighborhood and stick my middle finger and call all of them bitches. Yeah, they'll shoot my ass for sure. Like, shut your bitch ass up, yo.
I'm coming, Umi. I'm coming.
Hey, you know what? A lot of this shit didn't make sense. And I feel like they could have... The trailer was weird as shit. It even seemed like a real trailer. It just like you showed me gameplay. And then I feel like the ending part should have been the beginning, and then maybe show bits and pieces of him fighting the beast. The game sound looks fun. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I don't know, bro. It ain't my cup of tea. While I be playing shit like that, no, I'm a regular ass nigga. Street Fighter, Madden, and 2K. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. That's as far as my game venturing goes. All right, let's go back to what we was trying to do in the beginning. Because we talked about Lizzo. We're going to move the hell on. Oh, shit, hold on. I'm back home. Sweet home Alabama. All right, we going how to make homemade I want to make a joke, but I ain't trying to get canceled. Let me chill out. All right, your music opinions are waking things up. That's what we gonna watch. We gonna watch this. From Cameron Suzanne.
We need someone who can code.
Oh, real quick though, I would never work with Troy Taylor. Troy Taylor talk about some I was watching the R&B only. Like, first of all, Troy Taylor, like, shout out to him. He a legend. He know what the fuck he doing, for sure. But I ain't finna lie to you. I ain't letting a nigga in the studio talk about some goddamn, you do what I say and you don't question it till you do it. And then you can say how you feel about it. Ooh, hell nah. Not me, nigga. I could work under that shit. Be like, yeah, no talk back, no asking questions. Over my art. Over my art, you got me all the way fucked up, nigga. Hell nah. Nah, hell nah.
Okay, so they keep moving the goalposts. This is classic America for you. Okay, this is classic.
Like, I'm just fed the up.
But unfortunately, we know that amazing vocals do not translate to streams or connection. I wish they did more, but they don't. Stop it. No one, not a soul on this earth needs to release 3 albums at once.
What the hell?
We need to start booing the DJ again, crossing our arms like, boo, boo, you suck. Like, I feel bad doing that, but, like, we might.
It's funny as hell how she put a thumbs down, but she was like, yeah, you're kind of okay. You're like, boo. Wait a minute. Am I ass or am I mid? Which one is it?
We might. Feels like you're just trying to go, here, damn. Like, here y'all go. Here's your category. I think people probably just need to read more books. Touch grass, go outside more, live life. Expand that vocabulary. I think that would help a lot.
Yeah, she ain't wrong about that.
Hey guys, it's your girl Cameron and I'm back at it again with another video. And today we are going to be reacting to your music opinions. These are one of my favorite videos to do for you all because of the involvement, because of the community. I took to my community tab to ask you all your current updated music opinions, whether that be within pop music, R&B, music trends, rap. And so I went through and read all 500 plus comments. I did, but I decided to pick a few comments that piqued my interest, that I had something to say about, or things that I thought would be good thought provokers. So there are a couple ways that I do choose the opinions I select or talk about in this video. If I am planning on doing a dedicated video to something in the near future, I most likely will not touch the topic in this video because it may deserve a bit more time and attention. Comment down below your thoughts on other people's opinions as well as my own. And make sure you guys also hit that subscribe button down below to keep up with more videos just like this one. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let's go. Now, per usual, we are going to start with the pop category. It is tradition at this point. But we are going to dive into something that I think a lot of you guys will have opinions on. This technically could go into the music trends, but I wanted to start with a heavy hitter. This comment says, the Grammys' constant need to add new categories instead of actually being inclusive will ultimately be the downfall of the whole award show and its weight in the music scene. We already saw this with Beyonce and Shabuzi's nominations in country category, and then immediately announcing the introduction of traditional country, which creates the same divide they claim they were running from. A few days ago, they introed new categories which feel disingenuous, giving the "we're trying to pacify the fans." But if we want to dig a little bit deeper, someone else left.
Hey, real quickly, my opinion about this opinion real quick before I go back to the video. It's not gonna happen. The Grammys is literally like getting a fucking Pro Bowl nod. It's like getting an All-Star appearance. It's like, no, matter of fact, actually, to keep it real with you, the Grammys is the music industry version of the Super Bowl. If you keep it in the bean, it's the music industry version of the Super Bowl. You get a Grammy, that's a Vince Lombardi trophy. If we keep it in the bean, that's the Vince Lombardi. For musicians, that's the what the fuck, a Larry O'Brien trophy. Granted, and they don't really need the young audience because the people like they've got too much history, too much prestige, and it means something to the artist to actually win a Grammy. I don't think it's not gonna matter. You know, even if there's validity to what this person is saying about the, dividing up the categories and about the hypocrisy, quote unquote, it ain't gonna change shit. The Grammys will be here as long as the music industry is still alive. The Grammys aren't going nowhere. So I disagree with that point.
Left another opinion. This is really the heart of why the Grammys have been.
Eva Carter was good. Was good.
Last week or two. This person says, "As an Asian, I hate the Asian category the Grammys made. I hate all the racial categories. Asians have never been mainstream unless if they're mixed or they speak English in the Western industry. But as soon as they're slowly breaking through, the Grammys are like, here's a Grammy, stop complaining. The Grammys are so racist and xenophobic. I don't know how they make segregated categories like it's nothing. They do this with every race, and I'm so tired the Grammys will still have importance on an artist's career."
You know what I love about this person? This person wanted to make a point about Asian artists, and then he said at the end, "Oh yeah, they do it for all races." Nigga, I'm not saying that you rise or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that. But you knew your point had nothing to do with other races. Your point was towards the Asian artists that you happen to that you fuck with and you feel like are being slighted. And they got shit to do with other races. I hate when niggas be sitting up there and make a conversation about one specific thing. And they be acting like that they're talking about, oh yeah, well, I'm inclusive for everybody. No, nigga. You're speaking from a perspective of your personal bias, which is okay. But what's not okay is you trying to goddamn gaslight me into acting like, oh, this is for every race. No, nigga. This is for the people that you fuck with. And that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But don't act like you talk about everybody, nigga. No, you're not.
Put that into perspective here in a second. But I want to give you guys context first. Because some of you guys are probably scratching your head like, huh? New award categories, where was I? I'm going to fill you in. So on June 18th, to be exact, the Recording Academy announced 5 new categories to be introduced in 2027. So 1, Best Asian Pop Music Performance. 2, Best R&B Collab or Duo Performance. 3, Best Traditional Pop Vocal Performance.
That first was our mad suspect, I ain't gonna lie.
And 5, Best Latin Song. The biggest conversation was surrounding the Best Asian Pop Music Performance.
I ain't finna lie to you. The dude that made that comment, if we talking about the first category alone, he has the point. I'm just saying, because I don't know who the fuck asked for that dumb shit.
In its tracks. Because there's a clear racial marker here. Now, per the category description, it says, quote, excellence in Asian pop music performances originating from or widely recognized within Asian markets, including but not limited to K-pop, J-pop, and C-pop.
Here's the thing, though, and I honestly, I might have to slightly agree with this person saying, because if you really, let's just think about it like this, right? Why the fuck are you excluding me or putting me, say, I'm in this box? Why can't I go for all the pop categories and just let the people decide what's better? Because I feel like that by that definition, let's just say if people are trying to discover music through the Grammys, right? Oh shit, I never heard this song before. But if you putting it in this box, I think it does affect perception of the way because you're not giving it a fair shake. Why does it got to be Asian pop music? Why can't it just be pop music? You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of agree with that opinion a little bit.
So I just want to get this out the way to make it very clear. I think the biggest issue here, and this is most likely always going to happen when generalized categories get introduced to very specifically American spaces. Asia is a vast continent, for starters. It is a misstep to think that you could possibly put all of that under one umbrella, right? And Asia doesn't just consist of East Asia. Now, I will give it to them. They said it's not limited to, so this can be extremely flexible as the years go on. But based off of the most popular Asian music markets, we're going to be looking at Japan, we're going to be looking at South Korea, and we're going to be looking at China. And so I do think that this blanketing will almost never sit right. It's just something about it, no matter how nuanced you try to be about it. To me, this is almost parallel. Or if not parallel, very similar to the best African music performance that was introduced just a couple years prior. Why? Because Africa is a vast continent with many, many, many different ethnic groups, languages, music styles, rhythms, instruments, you name it, we could keep talking about it all day. And a lot of people felt like, well, this feels like pacificity. It feels like you're just trying to go, here damn, like, here y'all go, here's your category. I just want to let y'all know this is America. This is America. Let's not forget what we're dealing with here. For years, Black Americans have been fighting. We have been fighting to not automatically be placed into categories like urban contemporary or automatically being pigeonholed into R&B and hip hop. Although these are genres we have created, there's nuance here. We've helped build.
Real quickly though, if the names sound mad suspect, and that's the issue. Like, I think in general, Cameron's argument makes sense, but it's just the category that it's in, and it's just like, I don't know. It's just the name sounds. I want to get behind our argument, but the names sound mad suspect. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Build up majority of its most popular and global genres while being banished to these very rigid categories. While yes, other music markets and other genres like K-pop, like J-pop, so much so are borrowing these styles and creating their own ecosystem based off of it. If we go back to the AMAs back in the 80s, and I will never let y'all forget this, were placed in Black music. The category was called Black music.
Favorite Black single? God damn, that should sound terrible. Favorite Black album? What the fuck? Who allowed this dumb shit? Who said this shit? Yeah, we should, because the Black people are very special. Yeah, let's go ahead and make one. Yeah, what's your favorite Black song? Oh, I like Hit 'Em Up too. Yeah. What's your favorite Black R&B song? Greatest Love of All? Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, for sure. What the fuck?
It was just Black music. The music industry has just evolved.
Oh, my bad. Eva, listen. You got to remember this, all right? Okay? You got to remember, I'm trying to react to a video. I'm not, first off, welcome, first and foremost. Secondly, don't take it personally if I ignore you. I'm not doing it on purpose. I can't see your chat. Sometimes it's hard for me to see the chat and watch the video at the same time, just based upon where my computer's set up. And I'm a Chicago baby. But at the end of the day, welcome to the stream. But honestly, when I ignore you, don't take it personally like I'm being an asshole. I can't see the chat and watch the video at the same time. Okay, so just let you know. So I peek in when I can, and sometimes if I'm in a mid conversation, I'm not gonna be like, oh, because here's the thing. If I were to stop talking and look at the chat, now my thoughts are going to be fucked up. Now I can't get my thought out because I'm worried about, what somebody's saying. No, I just need to get my thought out, whatever it is. And then when I get time, look at the chat. But don't take it personal. I'm not being an ass. I literally didn't see your stuff.
Okay, we're going to call it urban now. Okay, Black is a little too abrasive. We're going to call it urban now. Okay, so they keep moving the goalposts. This is classic America for you. Okay, this is classic.
Like, I'm just fed the fuck up. I can't take another minute of this bullshit.
When we look at...
I ain't finna hold you. They need to get grandma some better glasses, family. They got grandma out here looking crazy, man, with them big-ass glasses. They got them motherfucking Monster Inc. secretaries on. Like, come on now. Y'all gotta do grandma better than that.
Genres like K-pop or J-pop, which largely, I guess, can be kind of considered genres, but I look at them as more as music markets.
This company made an AI service platform that will make your IT team work so much better. It feels like...
I've seen arguments that no, K-pop doesn't need a separate category because the genre is largely influenced by Western styles of music, often baked into its foundation. At least the modern iteration, and to be honest, not even the first iteration of K-pop is. It's based off of 90s hip-hop.
Oh, real quickly, one sentence and I'm gonna let her go. I don't actually mind K-pop being its own. Like yeah, I think it could. You could do both where it could qualify, let's just say, the best song. If the best song is a K-pop song, so be it. If the best pop song is a K-pop song, so be it. But I don't think necessarily a bad thing to say best K-pop single, because K-pop is its own genre within itself. Does that make sense? So yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't seem like a big deal to me personally.
R&B. So then you could argue, if that has just been a continuation, why even make the category? And a lot of the times, not even that. Half of these songs are 50 to 60% English at this point because they are trying to play the Western game. Then there were a lot of people who are in the K-pop world saying, yes, K-pop artists have now been nominated for Grammys in regular categories, but it seems like more traditional leading K-pop groups are completely being ignored. And so this might create an opportunity for them to get that proper spotlight.
And here's the thing, real quick. If you got to understand who the judges is. The judges is mostly English speakers. So of course there's gonna be a little bit biased with how they pick shit. It ain't like one thing I say the Grammys need to do a better job of is the people that they have on their board making the decisions. Like I want niggas that actually have real success in the music industry that have experience. Like somebody on Alicia Keys should be on the Grammy board. Somebody like a Carrie Hilson should be on the Grammy board. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody like a Babyface. You know what I'm saying? But yes, somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, like or somebody like T-Pain, you feel me? Let them be on the Grammy board voting, or like somebody that just tapped into like the underground, like let people like the streamers that are big on the music scene, like that. It's this red-haired girl that be on like the underground shit. Let her be on somebody like her be on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Like people that's just tapped in like that, like people that know music. You feel me? But yeah, it's sometimes what happens when you have maybe a bunch of English speakers or like a certain demographic of people that's make up the majority of the judges. It's going to be kind of hard. You know what I'm saying?
I do believe that K-pop artists who largely do function within the
Dang, she left my ass. She said, I ain't get what I want. I'm out. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
Last year,
Cry, motherfucker.
I'm
I don't
sure
care.
that they'll still be able to nominate their music for regular categories.
You didn't even need the attention. I don't give a fuck.
The rulebook does specify with meaningful use of one or more Asian languages. I think the fear is that people will just be pigeonholed or put there. Some people have also theorized that maybe this category was created because BTS is coming. This award season, they just came back. They just released that album. It was massive with the fans. So that possibly the Grammys can mitigate backlash if they were to get snubbed. And so that's where I do think the Grammys can play a little too much into fan service or keeping your ear a little too much to the streets and changing things too fast instead of sitting down and actually having like round table talks about it. But I do think the Grammys is going to have to sit with themselves as the world becomes more interconnected musically. They'll have to ask themselves when introducing global categories, do we begin to genuinely present this as more of a global event? Or do people also have to be realistic and manage the expectation that this is a American-based institution? That there may be less accuracy or focus on properly representing different international global genres and markets. The more you keep adding, it starts to morph and shift into maybe something different or something bigger. And this is where I think the Recording Academy has to be realistic about its limitations. Do you want to be the Olympics of music? Do you want to sprinkle in international categories and awards? Do you genuinely want to include international artists, especially in an honest way? And that also starts with diversifying the Academy. Can you really expect a foreign award show entity to properly represent your music? Probably not. And America's not going to be a place that's going to get it right. I'm going to tell you that right now. Their Recording Academy is getting more diverse and diverse as the years go on, 1,000%. And you're also getting people from other countries and other industries who are sitting in the rooms so that they can better represent or have better representatives in the building, in the room, but it's still largely going to skew towards an American base. And sometimes American audiences, not in relationship to K-pop, I think this is a very nuanced conversation, but just other categories. If somebody does not have a cultural understanding of something,
everybody knows that the place to find a place is
Apartments.com.
or there's not enough people in the room who do understand that, art is going to get undercut, it's going to be underjudged, it's probably not going to be fairly evaluated because there's a cultural barrier there as well. We still got Black artists here still trying to get them to figure this out, and we're still getting snubbed. So it's like there's a lot of sweeping we have to do in-house and at home before I feel like they're ever going to properly represent global categories in the way that they deserve to be. The next one, we're just going to keep the train going so we can get this out the way. The constant comment on Tinashe influencing the K-pop industry is taking away of the hype from her new music. I'm really glad you mentioned.
I don't know personally. I'm going to let her answer. I don't think so. If her song is good enough, it's going to get the attention. It's not going to matter. I ain't listened to the song, but if it's good enough, it's good enough. It ain't gonna be like this. Oh, well, no, it ain't gonna matter. Like, honestly, if anything, it's gonna enhance the conversation, if anything. So I disagree with this notion. Just based off of, like, not listening to the song, but just in general, no. If the song is good enough, it'll get the attention.
In this, because I've been low-key thinking this a little bit. Tinashe recently made her return. Too Easy just came out. It was a very short song. Like, disgustingly short song. I'm so upset about that.
I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done.
And then the music video takes it a
Nigga
step
cried
further.
to cut the show. Like, nigga,
she's
he can't
poking
control you to produce it.
at the imitation, essentially saying it's too easy for her. The fame, the music making. You can scan, you can copy, you can paste, and she'll just merely pull something new out of her bag of tricks while you try to figure out how it was done the first time. You're still back there, she's here. And I do think that it's...
I know why. You made a song related to what the fuck you were being discussed about. Of course that's gonna blend in, especially if the shit's short as hell. It's like, yeah, like, song clearly did not even warrant it to get any distinguishing outside of the conversation, because clearly whatever the fuck the video is, you caught wind of people talking about you and what they're mentioning your name for. And clearly this video, from outside looking in, the little clips, it looked like this alluding to that. So of course it won't skip the conversation.
Brilliant for her, or it makes sense at this point in her career to at least directly take a stab at that, to address it. Because if you don't know, I'm gonna let you know. People have talked about her impact on K-pop very specifically. Direct instances where K-pop groups, K-pop companies have referenced Tinashe, whether it be a mood board, a music video, the fashion, the sonic sound. And so that has been something people have woken up. I think that is a good thing. But to me, it's starting to become like a jokey joke. And I love a good jokey joke. Don't get me wrong. I love a laugh.
Funny. Yes, but not funny. Ha ha. Funny, weird.
When we spin and we turn things into jokes and they grow legs and then everybody gets in on the joke. Because now I feel like Tinashe is becoming known as the girl that K-pop steals from instead of the girl who is actively pushing sounds forward or pushing innovative sounds. She's a risk taker. I feel like that's on the back end. From a positive perspective, all of the comments boost her in the algorithm at the end of the day. I don't really think she's crying or complaining about it. You know, for somebody who's been pushed to the side, the label issues being overlooked.
Here's the hypocrisy of that statement. When you make a song related to what the fuck people were talking about you, how do you expect people to care about the song? It's only going to add to the conversation. Like, you have to be realistic here. Like, how the fuck do you expect people to give a fuck about the song if all it's doing is directly related to the conversation people are having? It's not like it's its own separate entity that stands out. It's directly related to what the fuck people are mentioning your name about. So it's just like, no.
So long.
And on top of that, I feel like the response betrays the brand a little bit. You know, Tinashe doesn't come off as like a person that's like, oh, you know, go against the grain type shit. Like, it's not really her. So when she did this, it's like, oh, a response to, I want to let people know that motherfuckers, I see motherfuckers copying me. It's like, that's not even her brand, really. They ain't even like, she be chilling, be cool, laid back. I ain't say everybody multifaceted, depending on the situation. But I'm saying, this is like low-key going against the brand in a sense. You feel me?
Independent in such an oversaturated industry, I'm sure any attention is much appreciated. So I'm not even putting this feeling on her. But when I went to the TikTok comments of Too Easy, and I would say a good 40% of the comments on her new single was, "Ooh, Tinashe, hide your purse. Hype is around the corner. K-pop writers are in the studio right now. They're watching her. They're gonna dip in her bag." I mean, it was a lot. And every time I do see her name mentioned, especially in the Twitter streets, it seems like it's always now in relation to K-pop. That is a very real part of her story and her impact, but it does not need to become the centerpiece. I don't want Tinashe to live as this figurehead in K-pop, or a running joke that they're just cheating off her homework.
Here's a problem with Tinashe, and it's not even bad because I think she's a dope artist, and probably doesn't even get enough credit as far as like conversation, as far as like being great artist, legendary artist. She don't get enough credit. But here's the thing: there's a saying that says if you don't control a narrative, somebody will do it. The people will do it for you. In this case, Tinashe, you out the fucking way. So you're not saying nothing. You don't do nothing. She very regular. Like, yo, I make music and go home. She's typing motherfuckers like, yo, I go to work, go home. I ain't talking to nobody. I ain't saying nothing. I don't want to get to know nobody. Yo, clock in. Make sure my motherfucker direct deposit hit in a couple Fridays, and I'm Gucci. Yeah, of course somebody's gonna make that. Now you basically leave it up to the people to say what the fuck you is, because you're not doing nothing to control the narrative. So in this case, it's like I'm not giving her that much leeway in that situation.
Like, it's funny, but like, let's not make that the punchline or the crux of the joke forever. We've established, give my girl her just due.
Sube la temperatura con la jalapeno jack pub burger y el jalapeno jack chicken sandwich de Culver's.
Break now. You gotta keep that pressure on. And use the active cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo.
She's right.
But let's support the music. Y'all see what I'm saying? Let's support the music. Why?
The problem is, if the music is directly tied to the conversation, what the fuck is there to support? And the song is short. So the music is about the copying. But you want to say, hey, listen to my song. Fuck the conversation. Listen to me. No. And then you out the way. You took a break. No. You can't goddamn do it. It's the same shit I was talking about the Lizzo shit. You can't be out the fucking way and say, no, let's control the narrative. Y'all listen to me. No, that's not how social media work. That's not how people work in general. That's not how people's attention gonna be. No, you gotta be in niggas' faces, and you actually have to control the narrative by being present. And if you're not creating no interest to give people a reason to listen to music outside of you basically contributing to the conversation people are already having about you, then it's like, dog, like, no. So I disagree with this notion 100%.
I even overstate it if it's not in relation to a direct example. If it's her song, let's not. Now, if you see something in one of their videos where they're doing it, call it out. But if it's her song, let's not overdo it. So our next opinion.
Here's the thing, and I say this. I'm gonna say this again. I'll say before I say it again. You do not control people's reaction. You can say. And here's the thing: if you really want to control a narrative, you got to be in niggas' face. You got to be doing shit that people that actually grabs your attention. If you're not, niggas just gonna make up narratives for you, and niggas gonna move the fuck on. So it's actually better to have your name mentioned somewhat than have not mentioned at all, because most motherfuckers who don't got the cachet that Tinashe got, and sometimes do have the same cachet, they get forgot, like, who the fuck is that? I don't remember who that was, man. I think they had an album last year. How much it sold? Double cardboard, some shit. Double styrofoam. Like, so no, you don't get to do that, especially if you're not in the public eye like that. You don't get to control people's perception. Like, people going perceive you how they want to perceive you. That ain't your responsibility. Your job is to do your job. It means be in front of motherfucking people, be entertaining, be interesting, and stay in the limelight. But you can't tell people how to react. No, you can't do that. Nah, if people gonna react how they gonna react, and you can't, whether or not you agree with it or not, it doesn't actually matter. Especially if you're not even being around enough to actually control the narrative. No, I 100% disagree with this notion. 100%. Like, you can't tell people what the hell to do. They're going to react how they're going to react. Especially if you ain't doing nothing to control the narrative. Like, no, you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. Absolutely not.
Within our pop section is Kelly Clarkson is one of the most vocally talented in the music industry, period. People talk about her covers and even use her name as a verb, but then don't stream her music, which I find crazy. But I do want to hit this real quick because as somebody who grew up and saw her win American Idol, I was really little, but I saw her win American Idol. You know, I wondered why there does seem to be this public disconnect with Kelly Clarkson over the years. Later in her career, she won over America's hearts, and she had a phenomenal voice. I mean, so much so, people classically say, American Idol got it right the first time. That's crazy. They scoured the nation and found their best vocalist on their first try. I mean, The Voice has how many seasons? And who won? I couldn't list one winner. Even the season I watched with Ariana Grande judging, I could not tell you who won that season. And that was the one season I watched. And speaking of, Kelly Clarkson does judge on that show. No shade. Kelly Clarkson single-handedly set the tone for the movement. And a lot of her early hits are vocal perfection. And not only are they vocal perfection, but they're written beautifully. And they are radio bangers that are just dripped in nostalgia. I mean, you can listen to a Kelly Clarkson song from 2003 now, and it sounds just as fresh. But we also have to put into perspective that Kelly has had issues with her label throughout her career. I mean, even coming off of American Idol, you're basically shoehorned into this record deal. And Kelly has said transparently, when they signed me, they just thought I was a TV show winner. They didn't know I wrote. They didn't know I was a writer, that I was an artist, that I actually cared about my shit. So my first album, she wrote Because of You when she was 16 years old. She presented it to the label. I want this on my debut album. They said, this isn't a hit. This is slow, it's dreary, it's drab. No. And guess what? It got shelved. And then her second album, she was able to put the song on the album. She put Because of You on there. And guess what? It became a global #1 smash hit. And this is a pattern for Kelly Clarkson throughout her career. Her and Clive Davis famously butt heads over her 2007 album. He was not happy about the darker direction, the darker material, the more rock-like or rock-leaning material she wanted to do for that album. He felt like, flat out, it was a commercial misstep. And so that got pushed back, and it did not get the support that it probably deserved. She also said, around 2009, she was blackmailed by her label into collaborating with Dr. Luke. He had co-wrote her song, her 2004 song, Since You Been Gone. And I think they were really looking for another hit for Kelly. I think her career's kind of been like she's respected. Everybody knows she can sing. She has the American Idol thing going for her. So she lives in people's hearts. People are invested in her story. She has all the makings, but something's not connecting. So they wanted to return back to Dr. Luke, and she didn't want to. She didn't like working with him. She was told, if you do not do this, we are not going to put your album out. So this is 3 instances from the beginning of her career till maybe her midway point where her label were like, we're not fucking with it. But you have a generational talent. So I think she's largely a victim to the business. And I don't even want to say it like that, because I think she's been able to create a fruitful career. But yes, I don't think after Stronger and outside of her stamping herself into the Christmas market, after a certain point, I haven't really kept up with what she was releasing. I feel like Stronger was like that radio banger, maybe one or two other. I just think there's a general disconnect with the promotion and vision with Kelly Clarkson. And that has proven to be true throughout her whole career. To younger folks, I do think there is a reality where, I don't know, I think some people look at Kelly Clarkson as like a famous figure who sings on the side, which is crazy. She sings on her shows. But again, even the co-opting of the cover, like, your song just got Kelly Clarkson. Like, don't let Kelly Clarkson cover your song. So people know, or people these days are cool and they're fed with her covers. They don't need music. I don't know. But unfortunately, we know that amazing vocals do not translate to streams or connection. I wish they did more, but they don't. Somebody said...
Okay, so let me address the point, because I was tempted to cut her off, but I was like, that's kind of rude. And I noticed, like, kind of in back of my head, I'm like, sometimes you cut people off, but it's like I talk too fucking much and I really don't give a fuck. But bottom line is this. Here's the thing. When you're an artist that got really big way earlier before this generation, of course there's going to be a generational disconnect. Disconnect. So that means it's all about, what have you done for me lately? Well, right now she got a show. So that motherfuckers are turning into, okay, she got a show. So that's what they're going to focus on. They're not going to remember back then, because niggas didn't grow up. Niggas either was way too young or probably wasn't even fucking born yet. So of course there's gonna be a generational, and even 50 Cent talked about it. 50 Cent talked about it. I think it was like a some type of interview where he talked about, like, you know, artists like Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson, they gotta do something different because the label's not gonna spend as much money. He didn't say that, but he basically was saying it, but it's not as marketed as much. So they gotta find different ways to grab attention. Here's the reality situation: is this. Niggas don't give a fuck about talent. They do, but they don't. Number one, from the outside looking in, and I'm sure she got some sort of personality, otherwise she wouldn't have this fucking show, right? But here's the thing, back in the day, did she show much of it? Because it's not really about the talent, it's about marketability. It's about, like, oh shit, what can you do to get my attention outside of just music? You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a lot to ask out of people. And also, here's the thing, sometimes the label is right. Sometimes the shit that you think is a hit may not be a hit, and then sometimes you think it's a hit, and the label's like, nah, and it end up being a hit. You just don't know. It's give and take with everything. You understand what I'm saying? Now, granted, if they decide to make her work with Dr. Luke and she didn't want to, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you can't make people do anything. If they don't want to work with it, it is what it is. Even if you feel like, yo, this dude gonna give you a hit. If she don't want to do it, that's her life. So what? So, you know what I'm saying? And whatever the reason may be. And that's her choice. Let her have that choice. But I do think that people, sometimes a lot of people get it fucked up. Think that because you can sing really good, that it's going to translate to people giving you attention. No. You got to, make really good fucking music. And sometimes the music might just be cool. It might be alright, but it might not be great. Especially nowadays, the shock factor is over. The question is she releasing music now that is just as good as back then? On top of that, when you do covers, sometimes you get trapped in that motherfucker. Like, one thing I noticed about a lot of these up-and-coming R&B artists, especially one that can really vocally talented, way more than me. They've covers like, oh shit, they goddamn singing I Wanna Know. They like, oh, Human Nature, fuck. You listen to they regular work and this shit is ass. So you listen to this song and be like, I wanna know what makes you cry. Then it's na 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 na. So you hear that, but oh shit, tell me what I gotta do to please you. Baby, anything you say I'll do. Tell me what I want to do to make you happy. I fucked the lyrics, whatever. But they be like, oh shit, oh my god, this is crazy. This is their solo work. Steph Curry with the shot, boy. Run around in a bag toys. I knew to make them noise. Up in a bed. Let's make some love. They infrared. Step to it, yeah, yeah. Step to it, yeah, yeah. Like, what the fuck? This shit is ass. So sometimes being a great vocalist does not make you a great songwriter. Now, in her case, she can really songwrite. She can songwrite for real. But sometimes all your shit ain't hits. And it's okay. It's okay that a label look at some shit and be like, this ain't it. And then if it is it, and you wrong, like Sierra, like some of Kelly Clark shit, they wrong. But sometimes you wrong. And it's cool. And it's not it's not an indictment against the labels per se. That's just how the game go. You feel me? Like, sometimes you can believe in something and the label don't believe in it and you're right and the people and they connect with people and it's like, shit, you right. But that's human nature. That's not like an indictment per se against the labels. You feel me? The only thing I will say that was wrong was making her work with somebody she didn't want to work with. That's it. That's the only thing I would say. But other than that, nigga, we human. It's give and take. Like, especially if you sign something, you sign a contract, they kind of determine musical direction. Sometimes they right, sometimes they wrong. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. It happens. But it's not necessarily a bad label thing. You feel me?
Feels repetitive to me. Water, push to start, she did it again. Art, it's the same energy over and over. Attraction, desirability, attention. I'm not saying she can't sing. I'm saying I want to hear something beyond look at me, want me, chase me. There are artists with incredible vocals and depth that don't get half the level of promotion. Maybe I'm missing something.
That's a good point. And I love Tyler music. And I'll say something controversial. Art is her best song, not Water. Y'all motherfuckers heated. Oh, it's getting hot, this motherfucker. Anyway, I could see that. Sometimes it's nice to talk to bravado, talk that shit. And you know what? That matches the energy. You are attractive. You are talented. Okay, cool. But it's like after that, niggas want to connect with something. Niggas want a story. Niggas want something that's like, oh, I feel you. I related to when you struggled and you went through this. It's nice to talk the shit. Be like, yo, I'm fine. I can do the Tyler voice a little bit. I forgot about that. I'm fine as hell and I can sing. And I take your man. Like, you could do all that, but it's like, if you're doing that shit and you just kind of doing it, it's like there's a disconnect from the artist because the audience relates to humans. And if all you is skin on skin, oh I look good, oh I look great, and this is like, all right, bro, okay, you look good, you fine, you fine, and you fine and you're fine, you know what I'm saying? Okay, but I'm fine. Okay, you fine, but I'm fine. Are you fine and fine for sure? I'm hot and I'm talented. You hot, you talented, you fine and fine and fine and fine. Got it, understood. I'm God's gift, both music and beauty. Okay, wow. I feel good. I'm gonna feel good this motherfucking Christmas. God damn, you guys getting mad. What? Excuse me, my bad. I'll just get out the way. And after a while, I just get like, okay. So I think this is legitimate criticism. Also, you have to understand too that she signed to a label. So creative control, it could be differences behind the scenes. You don't know. But yes, this is definitely a legitimate. I love Tyler. I love her music. This is legitimate criticism for sure.
I do notice with Tyler.
I'm a little sassy as hell with the little finger. That was a criticism. That was that. I put the little Harry Potter finger up. That was that. That was that. Okay. That was that.
It seems like
clock that shit.
The people behind her, whether it's her choice,
clock it till it's 2 o'clock.
Singles.
Clock it.
They're throwing things at the wall. They're seeing what sticks, and it appears that when something is not fully catching on, they seem to move. I think it started with some of the tracks on her We Wanna Party EP. That was a slow grower, but there were songs like Dynamite and Is It? Chanel. I low-key, it didn't do bad. I think they could have pushed that and took that to the moon. Then we have She Did It Again, which was a duo moment. I mean, Zara is promoting it like it's her song, more than Tyler is. And now Tyler just released a new song called Is It Love? It does seem like, based off of your connection of saying, it does seem like something's a little repetitive here. Are they also on their end realizing that maybe something isn't connecting? Are they concerned with the lack of connection? Because I do think there is a part of her Amapiano style that is going to be thematic naturally. The fact that there is an identifiable sound when it comes to Tyler has been a strength.
Chauncey, what the fuck is this? Saquon Barker, hope you're happy to see that the band's getting broken up. What the fuck? This better be a lie. What the fuck was Chauncey? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing? Number one, we can't even determine if the rumors were true or not. And even if so, why the fuck, Chauncey? What the fuck? Why are you going after Saquon for? For what? Like, what are we doing here?
To me, for her in her early career, I do think it is impactful that somebody can step in a party, turn on a radio, hear a track, and know it's a Tyler song. I think.
Darren Orlovsky told a cool Jalen Hurts story on WIP, saying Jalen spent 10 minutes with his son. Hurts reacted to Orlovsky's son using him in his comic book. He said, I'm good up for your comic book. You better be nice. Your dad better be nice to you. Yo, Jalen, listen, I love how Jalen moved. Jalen peep everybody that's slighting him, but he don't. See, Micah Parsons, you hate the fucking Eagles so bad. Woo-de-woo. Oh, Dak is way better than Hurts. Your brother be arguing goddamn on Twitter and shit. I'm telling you right now, you need to take a page out of Jalen Hurts' book. Keep the receipts, but you ain't got to react to everything, bro. Just go out and fucking play. And I think part of the reason why that's holding Michael Parsons back from being a fucking Hall of Famer, or you mentioned in the conversation with the best edge rusher to ever play this game, is because he focused so much on shit that ain't got nothing to do with football. And he ain't take page out of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts don't miss shit. I love that.
Extremely valuable.
He react when he wants to.
Artist.
Not when you tell him to.
Plus, is that sniffing good?
Wow.
I'll keep this quick. We need a huge number of
quick
donations today to flip this U.S. Senate seat in Texas.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I need money too, bitch. You ain't gonna give it to me. Fuck out of here. Get on my face.
That can, when you overstay your welcome in that sense, it can backfire. And I think what you're expressing is that it's starting to hit a brick wall a bit. Like, we're not turning a corner. The reason why I can't and I don't really want to say much is because based off of the A-pop marketing and the mission statement, if you will, it does seem like they want to completely shatter the glass and do something different, more bold, daring, audacious. Is that going to happen? We will find out. But this is going to be, I'm going to mark this right now. If she nails that, she's good. She's fine. If she does not turn the wheel and flip it and reverse it, oof, we might have to really start having a serious conversation. And I like Tyla, but I can understand 1,000%. I'm not going to be blind and act like I don't know why people feel like it's on a similar wavelength, it's on a similar energy length. And lastly, in pop, somebody said Willow deserves more attention. Her vocal abilities are insane, and I feel like she does not get the recognition she deserves. She's so talented, and her music actually has a message behind it. It's a fresh sound that just does it for me.
It's so fucking weird. Because it's like, I actually agree with this notion, and shout out to Noobs. I think this is the second time he said some shit. Second time I fucking started stuttering. Second time he said some shit that was actually pretty good. I agree. But the problem is when you got two people in your family, maybe three, that overshadow you. So Jada's going to get more attention. Will Smith and then your brother Jaden. It's kind of hard. But I agree with this notion that Willow is definitely underrated. She's very talented.
Because I actually need to tap back in with Willow. She's been doing the damn thing. I mean, the Smith children, specifically Willow, does nepotism right. They have a natural musical inclination, Willow specifically. And if you are my age,
Jada can rap too, I ain't gonna lie.
With my hair, I mean, the boldness, the confidence.
And niggas overhated the fuck out of that Justin Bieber song. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, you gotta understand what the artist ain't for the grown-ups. Like, bigger than me, smaller than me. Like, I felt that shit as a kid. I was like, ooh, that shit bump. And I was like, you know how what Take Capone was doing, like, with the Diddy shit? That's how I was doing that. So that song was just, it was a nice, simple song. It's not even for an adult audience. Was like, that song is not for an adult audience. It's not even, it's not gonna translate to you.
The hair
of course, they ain't gonna fuck with it.
The impactfulness, especially to black little girls.
And Baby was overhated than a motherfucker.
Special. Also, you were talking about the meaning behind it. I think that's always been such a strong suit of hers. Willow has always been somebody, as a kid till now, that is going to explore something else. I mean, do y'all remember I'm Me? That important to me. Talk about I'm Me. Drama. It makes me laugh. It cracked me up. But I always loved the drama. I love the passion. I loved the embrace of who she is. And I think she stayed true to that. Now we're going to move on to the R&B opinion, which is going to be very short today. We're going to do one. But that's because this summer I do have a few plans to do videos on a few artists. So I'm going to keep this short because I will be giving R&B the attention it deserves. Her could have been way bigger in the R&B space if she hadn't had contract issues. It's such a shame because she had such great potential and her voice is so beautiful. But the thing is that if she releases new music, I'm afraid it won't hit as hard because it's been too long since the last time she released, and it might be too late for her to make
2-3 years
industry after all that has changed within music. I feel like her has cemented herself.
I ain't finna lie to you. I actually disagree with this. Here's why. I'll make this real short. Her is talented as fuck. There's no question about it. But I feel like she's a bit overrated. I feel like her music is kind of boring at times. She's a very talented young lady, don't get me wrong. She got good songs, but she's a little overrated. She been kind of giving a little bit of like, you know how Aaron Donald was getting defensive MVPs for no reason when it should have went, some of them should have went to TJ Watt. That's kind of how it is. She be getting Grammys. I'm like, yo, is this really the best album? Is this really the best album in this category? Or are we sure? So I feel like a lot of label support really helped her. And I feel like that the people, they fuck with her, they like her music. Some of it might relate to it, but it's like, I feel like that her is not a, how should I put this? When we think of her, what makes her great, it's more or less her talent. But her story, do we gravitate towards really? Is it really something that's like, oh my God, like I see myself in her? No. Pardon the pun. It's like, no, not really. It's just like she's very talented. Sometimes that's the pitfall of being talented with no story. Is that sometimes you get caught up in people. It's like the niggas don't really give a fuck. Like it's like people will care if you got a hit. Niggas will care. If you don't, it's just like people just they tune out. So I think this will hinder her growth if her label really beefing?
I don't know if her.
People are gonna listen, but it won't be that
she
crazy.
Will still be widely respected in music spaces. First, I didn't even know she had contract issues. Editing cam here. So apparently, her is in a legal battle.
Imagine if that pile of stuff to clean.
Imagine if you had a fucking ad interrupt while you was watching the video, like this stupid ass shit. Two of them, bitch. I don't watch no motherfucking Netflix. They ain't got no movies on that motherfucker.
With her label, she is signed to RCA, but also signed a management deal with MBK Entertainment.
Ooh,
when she was just 14 years
damn.
old. And due to legal documents, she is suing for a declaratory relief and violation of the Business and Professions Code. In 2024, it does appear she's signed to a new management label. Where have I been? I feel like I've been living under a damn rock. She has been gone for a while. She has. And from my perspective, I do think she gets her proper dues in professional spaces, more so than her other peers, 100%. So much so that people in the R&B space have attacked her for winning so many Grammys and not understanding why she gets the recognition. So a lot of people do reduce her to boring, but I also don't feel like that's a fully fair assessment because that girl is a musician. I genuinely am.
I'm gonna let her finish, but being a musician has nothing to do with whether or not you make exciting music or not. It's two different things. You could be super into the craft and everything, and your music still feels like it's blah. You know what I mean? But so those two are not mutually exclusive. You can be both. You can be talented and make boring ass music. It's a fact.
And not someone who.
Not saying that's all her. She got some good songs, but I'm just saying.
The fact that she plays all these instruments, the fact that she can compose, should be heavily weighted, and that's one of the reasons why she is highly rated when it comes to the Grammys. Now, to me, when it comes to the contract, it sounds like you may be referring to her career pacing. Her albums do release sparsely. They get the momentum, and then it seems like it pulls back. Seems to be a long gap in between the albums. In today's world, I love her. Like, everybody's not like a SZA who had the smash hit album where she could wait however many years to release a project and people were waiting for it.
Because SOS was a fucking classic. I told y'all that a couple videos ago.
Her to go from Gabby Wilson,
when I had no headband,
this child prodigy, this child star, to go into anonymity and adopt this mysterious branding and persona, to then lift some of that veil. Brilliant. I thought that was brilliant. The issue is, as the anonymity faded, did they do their due diligence to build her public image? And also because she's not about the mess, she's not in the blogs, there's less of a storyline to latch onto, and unfortunately, that could hurt her. It's crazy to say, but it could. I totally get what you're saying. I think she could have been massive. They just didn't keep her foot on the gas. Now we're gonna get into our rap opinions.
All right, I gotta go. So I see y'all tomorrow. We will be going back to piano, 100%. Today is just, I didn't fucking feel like, I just wanted to just talk shit and react to stuff. That's really what I wanted to do today. That's the reason why I didn't do it. It's laziness. I'll admit. But other than that, man, that's all I gotta say for y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday. I'll see y'all tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But no, on some real shit, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Piano, and then we'll finish up this video, and that might be it for Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.